Take out the papers and the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak!
Don't talk back.
Just finish cleaning up your room. Let's see that dust out with that broom. Get all that garbage out of sight, or you don't go out Friday night. Yakety yak!
Don't talk back.
You just put on your coat and hat and walk yourself to the laundromat. And when you finish doing that, bring in the dog and put out the cat. Yakety yak!
Don't talk back.
Don't you give me no dirty looks. Your father's hip, he knows what cooks. Just tell your hoodlum friend outside, you ain't got time to take a ride. Yakety yak!
Don't talk back.
Yakety yak, yakety yak. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Yakety yak, yakety yak.
You're listening to local radio AM 1490 and FM 101.3, the voice of the Marietta Tigers. The 2025 Marietta Tigers football season is being brought to you by Apex True Value Hardware, People's Bank, Smitty's Pizza, Honest Fred's Flooring, the Memorial Health System, McCarthy Real Estate, the Citizens Bank Company, Miller Home Services, the Mannix Allen Group, and by the Fry Dental Group. Your Marietta Tigers are preparing to take the field, so let's head live to the gridiron for Tigers football on local radio WMOA.
From Point Pleasant, West Virginia, welcome into local radio. It is Marietta Tiger football coming at you, top of the hour. It will be kickoff here from Point Pleasant. Aaron Cassidy alongside Bill Park. So glad you joined us on this Friday night, and we are on the campus of Point Pleasant High School, and it is the Point Pleasant team here, Bill, the Marietta Tigers. Tigers with the one win on the season, sitting at 1-8, or 1-7, I should say, on the season. Point Pleasant winless, although they gave Warren a battle last week. Two teams looking to just kind of have something positive going into next year.
Yeah, it's two teams, obviously, with not the outcomes they've anticipated for the season, but it's also two ball clubs with two brand new head coaches. They're trying to find their rhythm. They're trying to, find that system, and it's taken them a little bit of a time for Marietta to get that first win on the board 2 weeks ago at Williamstown, and they look to come down here to Point Pleasant tonight, Aaron, in their final road game for these seniors, and in hopes to make that long trip back to Marietta with their second win.
Final home game for Point Pleasant as they will take on the road to Fort Fry next week. So it's a little that mix up between the Twin State League, where you have the last three games of the season. Marietta Fort Fry kicked it off last week. Warren along with Point Pleasant last week, and now you have Warren and you have Fort Fry tonight, and then of course Point Pleasant and Marietta. We're excited. Top of the hour kickoff. We're going to bring it to you. Tigers.
Maybe you've seen that Fry Dental Group Big Drill Player of the Game t-shirt, or maybe you wear one. For many years, Dr. Brett Fry and the staff at Fry Dental Group has sponsored the Fry Dental Group Marietta Tiger Big Drill Player of the Game. From big plays to special accolades, that t-shirt has gone to players, fans, and special honorees. Fry Dental Group, offering state-of-the-art family dentistry and proud to sponsor the Big Drill Tiger Player of the Game.
Hey everybody, it's Alexis White here, your financial friend from the Citizens Bank Company. Did you know that we have 4 convenient locations to serve you? We're in Belpre, Barlow, Marietta, and Beverly, but hey, if it suits you, check us out anytime at thecitizens.com, your virtual gateway to all things banking. We get it. Online and ATMs are cool, but have you ever experienced the joy of a warm welcome? Step into one of our branches and you'll see what we mean. First-class service on a first-name basis. The Citizens Bank Company, where banking feels personal because, well, it is.
Your health changes with every season of life. That's why Memorial Health System is here with primary care that grows with you. From everyday checkups to same or next day appointments, our providers don't just treat symptoms. They listen. They check in. They remember what matters to you. Primary care that goes beyond the appointment. That's expecting more. With more than 70 providers, 27 locations, and 40,000 already established patients, you are sure to find the perfect fit for you. Learn more at mhsystem.org/partner.
What do folks look for in a home? Your guess is as good as mine, but I must say, if you work with McCarthy Real Estate, we've seen it, we know it, and how to get to it. You can't beat experienced local service. It's a great time to list as demand is at an all-time high. With global access to potential buyers moving into our area, we are out in front on turnkey deals. Plus, we're there for you to navigate the appraisal, inspection, and banking process. McCarthy Real Estate, 2nd Street, Marietta, and at MariettaRealEstate.com.
Welcome back here on a Friday night. Point Pleasant, our site tonight for the Marietta Tigers, week number 9 of the high school football season. Tigers get ready to take on Point Pleasant. Joining us right now, the head coach of Marietta, Mike Kuffner, and coach. First, not a very short ride down here to Point Pleasant, but nice night for football. And here we go in week number 9.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a short travel, but it's not really a bad travel either. So, we're excited to play tonight. Obviously, coming off of last week, kind of the first time that we, kind of got manhandled a little bit. I'm kind of curious to see how our guys are going to respond a little bit.
Good week of practice. I know you and I were talking a little bit earlier this week, and I know you're proud of how the kids continue to be locked in, continue to buy in, and hopefully we see that transition tonight as well.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of been our focal point, all week and really every week is, take the result out of it. We've got to focus on the things that we did well and the things that we did bad and see if we can't, correct some of those mistakes and be better in a couple situations and see where we're at the end of the game.
What do you expect from them, Coach, offensively, defensively? I know they're a big team up front, got a pretty good quarterback, but defensively, what do you think they're going to throw at you?
I mean, with kind of what we're running, it's a little bit, I assume if they watch the Fort game, they're going to be in some sort of that 6 front and 2 linebackers, maybe roll safety down. But if they stay more in their base, it'll probably be that 5-2 and probably more of a 5-3 cover 3, a little bit like Circleville did against us. So we're going to have to get a look at it there on that first drive and kind of see what they're trying to do and see if we can make a few adjustments off of it. But I expect, Point to be pretty physical tonight. Obviously, it's their senior night, so they're going to be all juiced up. And we've got to match that intensity and keep our intensity up throughout 4 quarters.
Coach, as always, appreciate you joining us for a few minutes right before kickoff.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you.
Head coach of the Marietta Tigers, Mike Kuffner. We'll send it back to the studios.
Your heart is the engine that keeps your body running. When something isn't quite right, it can throw your entire life out of rhythm. By choosing Memorial Health System for your heart care, you're choosing a team that understands how important it is that your life runs smoothly. From advanced diagnostics and minimally invasive procedures to complex open heart surgery and lifelong heart health support, our team is here to help you live confidently and never miss a beat. Learn more at mhsystem.org/itmatters.
Hey, I'm an out-of-towner who likes to find good local pizza. Any suggestions?
Well, around these parts, you have to learn about the legend of the Smitty guy.
Smitty guy?
Yes, the story goes he roamed from town to town in search of the perfect pizza.
That's cool. I kind of want to be a Smitty girl. I'll have to save the world one Smitty pizza at a time.
Easy there, sister. I got you. You're officially a Smitty girl. You're in luck because the consistent taste of Smitty's pizza is in 5 locations: Marietta, Reno, Belpre, Lowell, and Barlow.
Smitty's Pizza. Have you had one lately?
When we take a look at the statistics of tonight's game, a reminder that that's made possible by the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. At Merrill, they understand the values and ideals of our community and can develop a customized financial strategy designed to help you pursue what's most important to you. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank America Corporation. Go Tiger!
At Miller Home Services, we know that your home's air quality matters to your health, comfort, and your wallet. Clean filtered air starts with a well-maintained HVAC system, and our maintenance packages ensure your equipment is running at peak performance, helping you breathe easier and extending the life of your system. Don't wait for issues to pile up. Call Miller Home Services today at 740-896-5035 or visit us at millerhs.com. Breathe easily knowing your equipment is ready for the weather ahead.
Back here on the pregame, it is Marietta Tiger football, and Tigers get ready to play Point Pleasant here on the radio. Bill, just final thoughts before we get to kickoff.
Really just, this is it's a big game right now for these Marietta Tigers, and particularly the 16 seniors on this football team, Aaron, who made the trip down here, their final away game.
Starting the first of everything,
as high school football players, and this is going to be a big one for them. They know this is a game that they have the opportunity to walk out of here with the win, and that's what they're going to try to do, is come out of here with their second win of the year.
We're going to take a final timeout before kickoff here in the pregame. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Hey everybody, it's Alexis White here, your financial friend from the Citizens Bank Company. Did you know that we have 4 convenient locations to serve you? We're in Belpre, Barlow, Marietta, and Beverly, but hey, if it suits you, check us out anytime at thecitizens.com, your virtual gateway to all things banking. We get it. Online and ATMs are cool, but have you ever experienced the joy of a warm welcome? Step into one of our branches and you'll see what we mean. First-class service on a first-name basis. The Citizens Bank Company, where banking feels personal because, well, it is.
Maybe you've seen that Fry Dental Group Big Drill Player of the Game t-shirt, or maybe you wear one. For many years, Dr. Brett Fry and the staff at Fry Dental Group has sponsored the Fry Dental Group Marietta Tiger Big Drill Player of the Game. From big plays to special accolades, that t-shirt has gone to players, fans, and special honorees. Fry Dental Group, offering state-of-the-art family dentistry and proud to sponsor the Big Drill Tiger Player of the Game.
Back here at Point Pleasant, Aaron Cassidy, Bill Parks. I think we got everything settled up here in the press box. So glad you joined us here on this Friday night. Tiger pregame brought to you by Stewart Photography on Glendale Road. Stewart Photography has been capturing the traditions and students for many years at Marietta High School. This is their chance to thank those students and parents for entrusting Stewart Photography to capture those special moments. Mark and Karen, they say go Tigers, our best to them, as the Marietta Tigers won the toss, and they have elected to kick off. They will kick from right to left tonight on your radio dial. And a beautiful setting here in Point Pleasant. Bill, I know this is a couple of years ago. We come back here, and just one of those cool settings out behind where we look, behind the visiting stands. You have the baseball field. It's lit up like the Field of Dreams. You got a little mountainous, some trees directly behind, so good setting for high school football. Not the greatest lighting, though.
Yeah, not very good lighting, but I tell you what, you can't beat the setting, though. Great setting, great facilities, great people. They've been fantastic
super great
up here as well.
Tigers kick off, and it's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line by Point Pleasant. Squirming out of a tackle at the 30, out near the 35. Return man is Khalil Bryant. Bryant with a nice return. He almost wiggled loose, Bill. That was dangerous zone, but it's be a Point Pleasant team that comes out, a team that likes to pound the football, except the second half against Warren, and they maybe found a little something throwing the football around.
Yeah, it's historically this season that's been a team where they've leaned on Anthony Marrero, their senior running back, Aaron, and they've really just turned and handed to him, allow him to pound the football. But last week they found a little magic in that second half against Warren, where they were able to throw the football. Caden Hill broke a couple records, actually, and he was getting it to Gavin Barnett there in that second half, so keep an eye on him.
From the 35, it is Point Pleasant scrimmaging. They will get out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Pickup of a couple on the play for Point Pleasant. It'll bring up second down and 8. Just underway here in Cassidyville Parks with you on this Friday night. So glad that you've joined us. WMOA AM 1490, FM 101.3. Also tonight on the video stream, Facebook and YouTube. We invite you to join us as Point Pleasant, they're all black uniforms tonight with red trim. Marietta Tigers in their black trousers, white tops. And it'll be second down and 9 for Point Pleasant. Inside give, and wow, nothing going. In fact, a loss of maybe one on the play there. Marrero is the ball carrier, but how about coming up and making the tackle for the Marietta Tigers and Gully?
Yeah, it's number 3, Damian Gully, a guy we've called all year long, Aaron. Played huge on this defense from his linebacker spot, comes up, make a good stick. He's one of those guys that we'll see again here next year as he's only a junior.
He read that perfectly. Third down and long, 3rd and 8 for Point Pleasant as they scrimmage from their own 37. Out of the shotgun, they will look to throw. The lefty will sling it across the middle. Pass is going to be incomplete. Caden Hill's pass was a good-looking throw, and he had his receiver going one way and just threw it off the side of Marrero. And that'll bring up 4th down and 9 with 10 minutes, 32 seconds to go. So just a minute 30 into this first half of play. A quick 3 and out on Point Pleasant.
Yeah, pretty good ball there by Hill. It was, it was in between traffic. It was in between 2 defenders. Looked like Kobe Alexander and number 3 Gully over there to defend it, but he just found a little hole to set in that defense. He just couldn't keep a hold of it, so they're going to kick it away.
Tornes back deep to receive this punt. Nice end-over-end punt that's going to be taken at the 26. Tornes left side. Now he's going to zigzag his way up near the 40-yard line. Going to be dropped at the 39s, officially where they're going to mark him. So Marietta will have outstanding field position. They'll start at their own 39-yard line after a quick 3 and out for Point Pleasant. Good things there by the Marietta defense.
Yeah, you like to see that early in the game, especially on the first possession. Get out there, get your defense out there, get a win, especially when you elected to kick the football. You like to give your offenses opportunities. The defense has been doing that all year. Going to give this offense another opportunity here.
Tigers, Owen Riley takes the direct snap. He is going to keep it on the right side. Nothing doing there, though. Point Pleasant, a host of Point Pleasant coming in, players making the tackle, including the big defensive lineman coming in. That is Gage McCoy. They said, keep an eye on this young man. We said, we already know about him from the last few years, Gage McCoy.
Yeah, McCoy's just a big young man. He's a senior down there. He's 6'1", 215, does a great job in the middle of that defense, just getting off blocks and making some hits.
Second down and 10 from the 40. Direct snap to Kobe Alexander. Up across the 45 to the 46. So he gets 7 on the play as the scrimmage from their own 39, or pardon me, from the 40. He got 6 on the play. And he'll bring up 3rd down now, and let's call it a long 3 here for the Tigers. 3rd down and 2, so that actually was marked at the wrong spot, but we'll keep it. 3rd down and 2 for Marietta. Owen Riley takes a snap. He's going to keep it right side into Point Pleasant territory, across the 50 down to the 48-yard line, and that will be a first down for Marietta.
Yeah, an occurrence right there, Aaron, we didn't see very many of last week for this Marietta offense, as they were a bit stagnant against the Cadets. Well, I think
everyone
gave up 46 yards, I think they had in the first half last week against the Cadets, and totaled of 105 yards total last week. And good to see this Tiger team on their first possession moving the chains.
Bill mentioned that 4-5 defense, 21 straight quarters going into the Warren game of unscored upon football. A Cadet defense. Tigers will scrimmage from the Point Pleasant 48-yard line. And it's going to be an inside give. Kobe Alexander, he's going to run over 1, 2, and 3 players. Kobe's still on his feet all the way down to the Point Pleasant 30-yard line. Kobe Alexander rumbles down.
Kobe getting those Marietta faithful up and cheering on the far side. Marietta sideline getting wound up too. They're moving the chains again now. Another set of first downs inside of Big Black territory. The Tigers going to take this into the 30-yard line. This offense now moving the football.
Owen Riley out of the game. So you have Kobe Alexander, who takes the direct snap. He's going to go to his left, still on his feet. Kobe's going to get down near the 20-yard line, so he's going to get 10 on the play. Into the game was Hollingsworth for Owen Riley, and something that we haven't seen. We've seen Riley, what would be the quarterback to the left. And they give it officially 9 on the play, 2nd and 1 for the Tigers. And it is Hollingsworth now. He will keep it right side, slice down inside the 20, and pick up a first down at the 19 for the Tigers. 7 minutes, 40 seconds to go, first quarter. Marietta first drive of the game after they held 3 and out. And they have a first down and 10 from the 19.
Yeah, third first down here of this possession. So the Tigers doing a great job. They got it inside the red zone here now. See what Coach Kuffner comes up with. He's been leaning highly on Kobe Alexander here in this first drive. And I tell you, I saw him in pregame, Aaron. He is jacked up.
Marietta moving from right to left, inside give, and here goes Tornes. Tornes down towards the goal line and into the end zone, touchdown.
What a
touchdown for Marietta, 19 yards out.
How about that, Aaron? Did you see him just weaving through traffic? A great job, very patient, waiting for his blockers. Great job up front by the Tigers, resetting that line of scrimmage into the second line. But, boy, you had black helmets for the Tigers all the way down field, down into the 10-yard line. It was Plogger clear down inside the 10, throwing the last block to spring him in.
Kingston McMahon on for the extra point. It's a bobbled snap. It was low. Bad snap, actually. Tornes is going to pick it up, try to scramble out, but he will be dropped all the way back at the 19. So point after attempt, no good, but new score, first score of the game. 7:18 to go, first quarter. It's Marietta 6, Point Pleasant nothing. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
If you've ever run your hand across nice carpet, you probably know the Honest Fred's difference. This is Annie from Honest Fred's Flooring, and the difference is threefold: quality, service, and choices. And without all of those, the others really don't matter. You don't have to stay long, but stop into one of our studios in Parkersburg, Marietta, or Spencer. This is where the high-level decisions get made. And remember the Honest Fred's difference: quality, service, and choices.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFreds.com.
Tonight, when we break down the game by the numbers, that's made possible by the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. At Merrill, they know that just like in tonight's game, there's a strategy, a game plan, and a hopeful outcome. The same should hold true for your investments, your retirement, and your financial future. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby at 740-568-7860 for an appointment to discuss your financial goals. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank America Corporation.
McMahon puts his foot into the ball. It's going to be fielded and dropped, picked back up at the 15, across the 20, 25, out across the 40, 45, 50, and all the way down to the 42-yard line. This is Moero, who, Bill, we've seen it so often. Penalty flag does fly, and it's going to be a face mask on Marietta at the end of the play. But how many times do you see someone drop a kick? Coverage is good, but it busts just because of a busted play.
And in fact, it seems like more often than not when that ball is dropped, boy, the kick team just gets out of their lanes. They lose their assignment. They lose their discipline. They start scattering around. They see a football on the ground. They think they have an opportunity. The guy picks it up and is able to squirt down the middle. But, boy, a great job. Good return there by Morero, just making some guys miss. And, yeah, they're going to add it on there for the face mask at the end. So
yeah, and here's the thing, looking at the replay of that, Marietta had actually stayed disciplined. It's just when he dropped the ball, he was in a pack, like a circle of Tigers.
Got that wedge going.
And then he just, it was just kind of a wedge that was not, it was accidentally formed. And this 15-yard penalty will take the ball down to the 25. Outstanding field position nonetheless to say here for Point Pleasant, as they will scrimmage from the Tiger 25 with 7:06 to go first quarter. Marietta leading 6-0.
See if they try and take a shot here.
It is Hill, and he'll keep it up the middle. The lefty quarterback will go down to the 20-yard line, so he gets 5 on the play. And on the tackle for the Marietta Tigers was Nick McGill and Kobe Alexander.
Yeah, Kobe looks like those guys in that second level were able to trip him up, man. But I'll tell you what,
in 15, I can read, Bill.
That comeback there, though, that cutback, boy, I tell you what, if he didn't get tripped up there, he might have found his way to the edge. And lucky for the Tigers, they're going to live to play another down here.
Second down and 4 for Point Pleasant. And they go double tight end set, send a man in motion. And it is Hill out of the shotgun. Caden Hill will roll to his left. He's just going to sweep it around the left edge. And he's going to be near the first down marker before he's pushed out of bounds. Let's see. It's going to be a first. Yeah, he's going to be shy a yard, but he's out of bounds. Clock will stop. 6:10 to go, first quarter.
Good job there.
Marietta.
Sorry, Aaron. Good job there by the senior, Yusuf Algary, keeping his outside shoulder and staying with the ball carrier there to try to force him out of bounds.
Bring up 3rd and 1 here for Point Pleasant. Breaking a tackle. They had him kind of wrapped up a little bit on the side. Did they Hill? But he broke the tackle and sets Point Pleasant up 3rd and 1 from the Tiger 17-yard line. Make it the 16-yard line. He's all by his lonesome he has it back to his left out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to be down near the first down marker. He's going to fall down forward. Zach Carver was causing chaos on the backfield. Hill was able to slip out of the tackle, though, and get down near the 15-yard line where he picks up a first down. Hill, 6'1", 200 pounds, uses every bit of his body there.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, credit Carver. Great job there getting through the line. He was off the ball quick and was able to get in the backfield and disrupt that play. Unfortunately, just wasn't quite enough there in the backfield to get the stop. Looks like we got an official timeout here now as well.
Yeah, they got some tangled chains over on that far side, so they're working on those. They will tell both teams to go over to their sideline, but actually now they will call them back out.
Sounds like a band name or something.
Tangled chains?
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, maybe we should get a little Sean. Maybe they just change their band name. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Point Pleasant, 5:51 to go here in the first quarter. Marietta 6-0. Bill, take you back to circa 1997 right here on this field. Yeah.
Where it was, and I'm not exaggerating, not hyperbole, it was every bit of 3 inches of mud.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It's rained about like it's going to do Sunday.
Out of the shotgun here for Hill. He'll send a man in motion. And he'll keep it up the middle. Hill will angle towards the right. Now he's going to head into the end zone. Touchdown. This one is from 15 yards out. Caden Hill scampers into the end zone for Point Pleasant.
Yeah, pretty good vision there. Good awareness by Hill. Great job finding a lane and then finding the edge. And it looked like it was number 7, McVeigh for Marietta on this near side that just, man, he hated himself. He got sucked in at the last second. A good little chip block by the wide receiver, and that's all they needed, and Hill just walks it in for the end zone.
Guard was out in front of him pulling around, and Hill had no problems outrunning the Tigers towards the goal line. 5:25 to go. Point after attempt here by Point Pleasant. 6-6 our score. This would break that as the point after attempts up and good. So new score, 5:25 to go, first quarter. It's Point Pleasant 7, Marietta 6. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Smitty's Pizza is everywhere. Down the street, around the corner, and right out front.
I know they're right out front when they deliver, but how is Smitty's everywhere?
Well, for starters, you'll find them in Marietta, Reno, then Belpre, and Lowell. And don't look now, but Smitty's is in Barlow.
Wow, 5 rockin' Smitty's locations, or call for delivery and they'll come to you.
Trust me, it's the best pizza in the world. Sing it with me, Anna. Smitty's Pizza, the best pizza in the world. Yeah!
What do folks look for in a home? Your guess is as good as mine, but I must say, if you work with McCarthy Real Estate, we've seen it, we know it, and how to get to it. You can't beat experienced local service. It's a great time to list as demand is at an all-time high. With global access to potential buyers moving into our area, we are out in front on turnkey deals. Plus, we're there for you to navigate the appraisal, inspection, and banking process. McCarthy Real Estate, 2nd Street, Marietta, and at MariettaRealEstate.com.
5 minutes, 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Clock was running a little bit. The officials have to start it. Aaron Cassidy, Bill Parks with you. It was a 25-yard touchdown drive. Sounds really odd, but that's what it was for Point Pleasant after they get a kick return out near the Tiger 40 after a busted coverage. And a face mask puts them down at the 25, and they make quick work into the end zone. 15-yard touchdown run by Caden Hill. And they're set to kick this one off. They do, and the Tigers will take it at the 16-yard line. Moving up near the 20, and that was Owen Warden. As he will be down at the 22-yard line. His father, Mark Warden, was inducted into the Marietta High School Athletic Hall of Fame last Saturday. It was a great event, and really cool to see him along with his uncle also into the Marietta High School Athletic Hall of Fame. So the two Wardens 5 minutes, 12 seconds to go, first quarter, 7-6 Point Pleasant. Marietta missed the point after attempt. Point Pleasant made theirs. And that is the 1 point difference as Owen Riley's going to bounce off a couple tacklers, now try to get around the corner. He's going to be brought down on that far side, but not before he gets 4 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Marietta Tigers. Really nice play out there on the outside by the linebacker and Gavin Barnett.
Yeah, good strong physical run there too by Owen Riley, just trying to get something out of nothing right there as he was able to push the defender for a few extra yards. But they're going to get the Tigers on a hold here, Aaron. So they're going to negate all that, and they're going to back them up. Looks like they're going to spot foul that one from about the 26-yard line. So it's going to go back to in between the 15, 16-yard line is where the Tigers will set up here on first down as they'll repeat that down.
First down and 10, Marietta from their own 16-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 20 for the Tigers. And it will be Kobe Alexander riding his tacklers or riding his offensive line up near the original line of scrimmage where it'll bring up 2nd down and 11. He just shy of that original line of scrimmage. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go, first quarter. 7-6 Point Pleasant on top of Marietta.
Good strong run there by Kobe. I tell you what, he just poured it up in there. There's no doubt about it. He was going to go north and south right there to get as much as he could, and just about gets him right back into pretty good field position here.
Tigers from right to left on your radio dial. Here goes Owen Riley. Owen's going to try to get up near the 25, and he is met by a host, and I do mean a host, 11 black jerseys around him. Owen does get 3, maybe 4 on the play. It sets Marietta up in at least a manageable situation. 3rd down and 9 for the Tigers, and I said that because it was 1st and 20.
Yeah, wow, they snatched Owen up right there in the middle, Aaron, and they picked him up. They had him 3-4 feet in the air, did 5 or 6 players, and just drove him into the dirt.
3rd down and long for Marietta. We're at the 3:46 mark. 7-6 Point Pleasant, first quarter. And Marietta will look to throw. Owen Riley has a man out in the flats. It's Tornes, up and over the head of Tornes. And that'll be a punting situation here for Marietta. It was Tornes out in the flats. It would have been some tough work to try to make it for the first down, but at least he would have had a shot. Instead, Marietta's going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, pretty foul field position here to try to make anything work on 4th down. But as you know, Owen, if he sees that opening, he might take off with it. You never know what he's going to do.
Well, Marietta shows like they're going to go for it, go hard count, try to get Point Pleasant to jump off sides. They don't. Owen will back up, and we'll see a punt here with the 4th down and 9. Low snap. Riley will get the punt over. It's a wobbly end-over-end kick. Angled away from the return man, though, and it takes a Tiger bounce to the 40-yard line of Point Pleasant. So once again, Point Pleasant, although it's not in Tiger territory, will have really good field position as they'll start at their own 40 with 3 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the first quarter, leading 7-6.
Yeah, I tell you, that's pretty tough right there. But, it's, again, good field position here for Point Pleasant as they start their drive, Aaron. But good job there by number 14, Owen Riley, getting rid of that football and angling it away from the return man and not allowing any better field position than what they have here now. But nevertheless, Tigers defense got to stiffen up here, see if they can come up with a stop.
Now they go pistol formation. They've thrown a lot of different looks tonight at the Tigers. Caden Hill out of the pistol, deep back of the backfield. They'll pitch it to him on this near side. And working around the right corner and out of bounds. Ball carrier this time, a new fella that we've seen in the backfield here, Brody Bowen. He is a senior, 5'9", 167. Wears number 27. Picks up 4 to bring up 2nd and 6. 3 minutes, 19 seconds to go first quarter. 7-6, Point Pleasant on top of Marietta. As the scrimmage from their own 44-yard line. And congratulations on a hard-fought season to the Marietta Marietta High School soccer team. They draw a penalty kick game last night to Fairfield Union. And boy, they battled through some adversity, and what a season they ended up having with all that adversity. Point Pleasant on the inside sweep will get out across and into Tiger territory. A big gainer there for Barnett, and he plays tight end normally. Comes from the wingback spot this time, Bill, and gets 13 on the play as Barnett.
13 and a fresh set of downs for the Point Pleasant Big Blacks as they cross over into Tiger territory and mark this one at the 47-yard line of the Tigers.
Hill comes out of the shotgun, two receivers right, one to the left, 2 minutes, 32 seconds to go. And they're going to give it on the jet sweep far side. They have them wrapped falling forward. That was Boyd. Initial stop on Marrero, who was wrapped up 3 yards deep. Marrero falls forward somehow and gets at least back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job there by Boyd, though, getting off of his man over on that far side from his linebacker position. Got off the block, the senior, and Boyd gets back there and gets a tackle for a loss on this one.
2 minutes, 1 second to go. 2nd down and 11 for Point Pleasant, as it'll be Hill looking to throw. Pressure, throws it out in the flats. Got rid of it a little sooner than he wanted because he felt the pressure off the side by the Tigers, and that will bring up 3rd down and 10. So 3rd and 10, Marietta brought the pressure with Logan Boyd off the edge, and 3rd down, and actually it'll be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, great call right there, dialing up the pressure on that long 2nd down play, anticipating maybe them to go to the air, but Logan Boyd just comes free off that far side, Aaron, and Hill, the quarterback, felt him bearing down on him, had to get rid of the football. Now 3rd down and long here, maybe another obvious passing situation.
Bowen directly behind Hill, who gives out of a pistol with 2 receivers right and 2 to the left. 3rd down and long, and it's going to be reverse near side. Trying to work around the edge is Bryant. He gets around the edge, but stopped after a gain of 3. And it'll bring up 4th down now at the 46-yard line of Marietta. 4th down and 8 for Point Pleasant, who shows their punt team right away.
That was number 3, Damian Gully again, Aaron, for this Tiger defense, coming downhill from his linebacker position. A great job getting down and across the line of scrimmage, coming up with a big stop and forcing a 4th down punt here for the Big Blacks.
So they will punt this one away with 1:36 to go, leading 7-6. They're going to try to pin Marietta deep. Nice high kick. If that chucks up, that could be danger. And it is going to be down at the 1-yard line. What a punt by the quarterback in Caden Hill. That was a high sky. Bill, it hit at the 5, bounce at the 1. What a punt.
Yeah, it's a beautiful punt. He perfectly put that ball, placed it inside the 5. He got the bounce that every punter in the world wants, which is that ball that bounces straight up. Wow. But I'll tell you what, he had some hang time on that football there, and that ball was above the lights here at Big Black Stadium.
Then he takes the pitching wedge out and lofts it down towards the goal line. That's exactly what it looked like. 1:25 to go. Tigers backed up with the shadow of their own goalpost looming behind them. And Marietta leads 7-6. Riley will throw out of his own end zone. He will take a deep shot. It will be almost intercepted. Oh, my. It would have been picked off around the 30. Instead, it's dropped. And the Tigers will have it again. 2nd down and 10 from their own 1.
Yeah, Tigers get away with one right there, Aaron. That ball likely should have been intercepted. I don't disagree with maybe trying to take a shot right there, trying to surprise the Big Black defense, but this Point Pleasant defense saw that one, sniffed it out. A great job in coverage there as well, and had a guy over the top and a guy underneath. Riley put the ball way out there, but man, that was almost an interception.
Fry along with Kobe Alexander in the backfield. Fumble in the end zone. It's going to be a safety. The ball was snapped back to Fry, who just had some trouble handling it. And with 1:16 to go, it'll be a safety. And Marietta will have a free kick. They'll have to kick this one out after this timeout. 1:16 to go here in the first quarter. It is Point Pleasant now 9, Marietta 6. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Shop Apex True Value and get great deals during our Fall Project Savings event. Check out Green Thumb's 24-inch Polylawn and Leaf Rake for only $10.99. Get trees and shrubs in order with Green Thumb's heavy-duty telescoping lopper for just $24.99. Looking for extension cords for your holiday light display? Master Electrician's 40-foot outdoor extension cord is the perfect solution. Grab it for just $14.99. Don't wait. Head over to Apex True Value and take advantage of these deals while supplies last.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app along with a People's Bank Debit MasterCard for purchases and ATM use. It also offers options for direct deposit and mobile check deposit. Visit your nearest People's Bank location or learn more at peebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success for now and for the future. Member FDIC.
We call it a free kick. They actually have the option to kick from a tee or from a punting situation, but Marietta will tee it up from their own 20-yard line. This will be an end-over-end kick that's going to be fielded at the 45, and Point Pleasant will return it to the Tiger 49-yard line, so good field position again. And again, Marrero, the return man, in Point Pleasantville, after they get the safety on Marietta, they lead 9-6 with 1:18 to go. And on these kick returns, what they've done is they put 3 guys back there.
Yeah.
And Marrero's the guy in the middle. And the advantage to that is he can move wherever he wants to get the return. It's hard to keep it away from him.
Right, yeah, he's just essentially playing center field right there. If he's able to get to the ball on either hash, he has the go-ahead in front of either one of those wing guys on his side. But nevertheless, see if the Tigers come up with another big stop here, as they were able to do inside their own territory last possession.
Hill out of the shotgun. He will read it, keep it up the middle. He is hit and dropped. Golly, right there for the Tigers to stop him after a gain of 1. How about Damian Golly in this first quarter? He has had himself a game. 1 minute to go here in this first, and he has a handful of tackles.
Yeah, I just credit Gully right there with a great tackle in the backfield. Looks like they're going to give him forward progression, though, just beyond the line of scrimmage. But there's also number 20, Braden Plogger, coming in and cleaning up at the end. Plogger lost his brain bucket and had to go off for another play over there, but he'll come right back in.
Second down and 9. From the Tiger 48-yard line, Point Pleasant leads 9-6 with 30 seconds on the game clock. They'll send a man of motion. They will jet sweep. No. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He is going to be dropped again right at the line of scrimmage. You have Boyd along with Teddy Power and Braxton Croft all rolling off that pile. And that's a lot of big bodies down on you. 10 seconds to go. That'll be the final play here of the first quarter. We head to the second. It's Point Pleasant 9, Marietta 6. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
You yell shark, we've got a panic on our hands.
Coming to McConnellsville, October 31st, 8 p.m., Jaws the movie on the big screen at Twin City Opera House. This free movie night celebrates the 50th anniversary of the original Thriller. Made possible by Jaws Radio and Malta Dynamics. And also these sponsors where you can register to win up to 4 free tickets. Cinda and Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Morris Hardware, First National Bank of McConnellsville, and Lang Financial. Experience the movie that changed swimming in the ocean forever. On the big screen.
Lifeless eyes, black eyes like a doll's eye.
The free movie night will feature the full original Jaws movie in 4K and free Jaws radio swag.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Jaws, the original thrilling blockbuster on the big screen. Twin City Opera House in McConnellsville. Jaws Radio 100.9. Country music with a bite. Don't listen alone.
Hey everybody, it's Alexis White here, your financial friend from the Citizens Bank Company. Did you know that we have 4 convenient locations to serve you? We're in Belpre, Barlow, Marietta, and Beverly, but hey, if it suits you, check us out anytime at thecitizens.com, your virtual gateway to all things banking. We get it. Online and ATMs are cool, but have you ever experienced the joy of a warm welcome? Step into one of our branches and you'll see what we mean. First-class service on a first-name basis. The Citizens Bank Company, where banking feels personal because, well, it is.
Third and long as we start the second quarter from the Tiger 46-yard line out in the flats. Pass is complete and nowhere to go, though, after a gain of 2 on the play by Bowen. He is hit and dropped on this near side. Coming up and making the tackle for the Tigers, Bill.
Yeah, great read right there by Yusuf Algary. What a great job, man. He saw that one coming. It was a little dump pass in the flats, and he unloaded on the ball carrier. The ball carrier got up and started to go to the Marietta huddle, but he decided to go back to the Point Pleasant one instead.
Punting situation for Hill here. We've seen what he can do with his foot. Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful punt. This one's going to be inside the 5, and it's going to hop into the end zone. Wow. So the ball will come out to the 20. I'll tell you what, I don't know if this kid is getting looked at the college level for anything. He could. At the minimum, he could be a punter.
Yeah, absolutely. A great job. If that ball would have turned over, if you know what I mean, talking about, a punt, a spiraling punt, and that it turns over like a pass and comes nose down. If that would have happened, that ball would have stalled again. Or possibly even gone out inside the 5, but it never turned over. It stayed nose up, and when it dropped, it hit the backside of the football first, which propelled it into the end zone. But, man, almost another coffin corner kick.
Tigers will take it at the 20-yard line. And here goes Kobe Alexander, 30, 35, and he runs over a guy at the 40-yard line to the 42-yard line. Kobe Alexander rips one off for 22 and a Tiger first down.
Yeah, Scatahoo. What a great job there by Kobe Alexander, just plowing his way through the middle of that defense. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tackles. Did Kobe Alexander break on that one run before he was able to finally be brought down?
Kobe gets the carry again, angles left, now cuts it back up the middle, out near midfield as he dropped it to 48. He gets 5, maybe 6 on the play, 10 minutes, 47 seconds, second quarter. It is 9-6, Point Pleasant on top of Marietta. Tigers with the football, though, moving from left to right here in the second quarter. Kobe Alexander.
Really one of the biggest drives so far of the game here for Marietta, I think.
Along with Owen Riley, who takes the direct snap. Riley into Point Pleasant territory, all the way down across the 40, and he's finally going to be brought down at the 36-yard line. How about Owen Riley? 15 yards on that carry.
Yeah, the senior and Owen Riley out there. We saw him earlier, maybe a little bit hobbled from a possession two possessions ago, but boy, it was just a tough, shook it off kind of run, and was able to make a couple guys miss, break a few tackles, and again move the chains for the Tigers as they're creeping down further into Point Pleasant territory.
Owen Riley out of the shotgun, 1st and 10. Tigers from the Point Pleasant 36-yard line. Riley gets it down to the 34, a gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8. Marietta offensive line right now just moving a second level, starting a new line of scrimmage about 5 yards down the field.
Yeah, great job collectively up front for the Tigers so far here tonight. Aside from one drive, I think maybe where they kind of got handled up front, they've done a great job since their first possession and resetting that line of scrimmage into the second level. And the running backs themselves, very physical running tonight by the Tigers as they're able to fall forward and pick up chunk yardage.
2nd down and 7 for the Tigers, and it's going to be a Kobe Alexander keep up the middle. Kobe still on his feet inside the 30. Big scrum. That is a lot of people pushing the pile back and forth as Kobe gets it down to the 32-yard line. He gets 5 on the play. It will be 3rd down and 1 for the Tigers with 9:09 to go second quarter. They will scrimmage from the Point Pleasant 32-yard line, trailing 9-6.
Boy, how about those hog mollies up front there for the Tigers? A great job moving that pile, keeping the ball moving, setting it up now 3rd and manageable. This is what you like to see as an offense coordinator and a head coach. You like to see 3rd and shorts, and you're getting it here now inside the 30. 3rd and 1, see what the Tigers dial up.
Owen Riley takes the direct snap. He will keep it up the middle. He is hit. Okay, he's going to be near a first down, and running back 101, he stopped his feet, though. I think he was looking to cut it back. I think they're going to mark him just shy of the first down. They're going to measure, actually, is what they're going to do. But back to my thought on Owen, why they bring the chains out. He stopped. I think he was going to cut it left, but the linebacker, too much speed to come up and make the tackle.
Yeah, they did just a big read, a good read from the linebackers from Point Pleasant. As you mentioned, they were able to fill in there. And I think you're right. I think he was going to cut, and it was just far too late. And unfortunately, you stop your momentum like that, and you receive the hit at that point. You like to be the guy to give the hit, even when you're running the football. That one right there, he was the one that actually received that one for sure. So let's see, they're going to get the measurement here. Looks like a first down, Tigers.
No question on that one. Actually, it's at the 26-yard line. It's where they had to get. They got there, and the Tigers get it by 3/4 of the football. And they'll have first down and 10 from the Point Pleasant 26-yard line. 8 minutes, 24 seconds here in this second quarter of action. 9-6, Point Pleasant on top. They were 3 and out. Marietta went down, scored, makes the extra point. Point Pleasant comes back down the field on a short field, scores from 25 yards out. And they get their extra point, make it 7-6. They get a punt on their next possession that downs Marietta inside their own 1. And they get a safety, and that's where we stand right now. Here goes McVeigh on the sweep, left side. Trent McVeigh inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. So McVeigh gets 4 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. Under 8 minutes now, second quarter, and they trail by that 9-6 score.
Yeah, it's a nice little counter sweep right there. Flow was going right, and it looked like just about everybody on the defensive side of the ball for Point Pleasant bid on that one as McVeigh come back across their face and was able to pick up pretty good chunk of yards on first down. So second down and manageable. This opens your offense up a little bit, makes you a little more open to your play calling.
And carry right side, it's Owen Riley. And Riley gets down inside the 20. And Bill, earlier, I just now noticed, I didn't notice, I said that someone texted me, I said, Braxton Croft earlier, as there's a Tiger down. It's actually Wrecking Croft. And so there is an injured Tiger down here, and so we'll have a look at Kobe Alexander. 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in this first half of play, second quarter. Tigers will have it 3rd down and 3rd and 2. Good to see Kobe coming off under his own power. In fact, a little jog here. And so
you got a hard time helping that kid off the field.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. He'll probably just have him tape whatever his injury is and get back. Couldn't tell what it was. Wouldn't speculate anyhow. 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in this second quarter.
So Kobe checks out. Number 5 for the Tigers check in. That's Braden Fry. So Fry and Riley in the backfield.
Fry will keep it up the middle. He's a scat back for the Tigers. Inside the 15, still on his feet as he gets down near the 10-yard line. So Fry will get 8 on the play. And it'll be first down in Marietta, or first down for Marietta. The question is it 1st and 10 from the 11 or 1st and goal from the 10? It's just outside the 10-yard line. So Marietta can pick up a first down at the half-yard line.
You know, Fry, after that, he's got a bad taste in his mouth after that safety. He wants to redeem himself.
Here goes Owen Riley looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, flips out in the flat, complete to McVeigh down to the 5-yard line. Pick up 5 on the play for the Tigers. And so it'll bring up 2nd down and 5 now for Marietta. They have it from the Point Pleasant 5-yard line, trailing 9-6. 6 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Nice little drive here by the Tigers.
Good job there by Owen Riley, stepping up into that rush and getting rid of the football.
Fry will option it left side, keep it up the middle, try to spin out of a tackle, now fall down near the 2 or 3-yard line. They'll mark him at the 3, and so it'll be 3rd down now and 2, a long 2 here for the Tigers, because it's got to be pretty much inside the 1 to pick up a first down.
Yeah, see what they come up with here. See if they try to pound this one down in between the tackles, Aaron, or see if they try that jet sweep again, maybe that counter sweep, and see if they can get Tornis or someone on that far side.
Tigers, Riley goes right side, down towards the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown. Touchdown Tigers from 3 yards out. Owen Riley makes it 12-9 Marietta, who looks like they'll go for 2 here. Let's see.
Well, how about that? They check in.
They
check in the shifty Tornis, Aaron, and put him in that wing, as almost you kind of feel like they're going to try to get him the football, but they don't. Instead, they run right behind him. He's the lead blocker on the play, and a great job by the Tigers getting across the goal line into the end zone.
Nice long 80-yard drive for the Tigers. The point after attempt's up and good, and we have a new score. 5 minutes, 28 seconds to go. First half of play. It's Marietta 13, Point Pleasant 9. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Your health changes with every season of life. That's why Memorial Health System is here with primary care that grows with you. From everyday checkups to same or next day appointments, our providers don't just treat symptoms. They listen. They check in. They remember what matters to you. Primary care that goes beyond the appointment. That's expecting more. With more than 70 providers, 27 locations, and 40,000 already established patients, you are sure to find the perfect fit for you. Learn more at mhsystem.org/partner.
Maybe you've seen that Fry Dental Group Big Drill Player of the Game t-shirt, or maybe you wear one. For many years, Dr. Brett Fry and the staff at Fry Dental Group has sponsored the Fry Dental Group Marietta Tiger Big Drill Player of the Game. From big plays to special accolades, that t-shirt has gone to players, fans, and special honorees. Fry Dental Group, offering state-of-the-art family dentistry and proud to sponsor the Big Drill Tiger Player of the Game.
McMahon sets the ball on the tee. 5 minutes, 28 seconds to go, second quarter. It is Marietta 13 and Point Pleasant 9 after that touchdown. Tigers will pooch kick it, and they'll angle it away from the return man, who will have to pick it up. And this is going to be Bryant. Bryant is going to cross field, now left sideline. Bryant, 35 to the 40, out across Tiger territory, all the way down into the Tiger 40-yard line. There is Laundry on the field, though, all the way back where he fielded it.
Yeah, it's way back there. It's probably going to be a hold. I'd imagine it's going to be a spot foul hold. And that flag is laying right around the 24-yard line of the Point Pleasant Big Black. So you got to think that was going to be coming back, possibly down inside the 20s, where they're going to end up starting this one, Aaron.
And you almost wonder that's where he picked it up if he didn't step out of bounds, too. Nope, they are right, Bill. Let's see the official call here. Officials huddling it together. It will be a spot foul from the 25-yard line is where they're going to mark it off from. Let's see what the official has to say.
What a big change from where that was going to start to where now it's going to start, Aaron.
Oh,
Man, a huge change.
Blindside block. Ooh. We'll move it back 15 yards. So this will move it back to the 15-yard line. So, yeah, instead of starting at the Tiger 40, we'll be back at the 15-yard line. 5 minutes, 16 seconds to go. Both teams with 3 timeouts. I say that because if you're Marietta and you can get them stopped here on the first couple downs, you wonder if you don't burn a timeout leading 13-9, try to get the ball back with what you would think would be good field position, although we've seen what their punter and Caden Hill can do. But first, you got to get it stopped, and Hill will come out of the shotgun. He'll have a running back to his left and Brody Bowen. 2 receivers right and 1 down here near side to the left. From right to left on your radio dial comes Point Pleasant. They send a man of motion, and Hill will keep it up the middle. He is going to be brought down by Boyd, who gets him in his grasp, holds on for dear life, and gets him to come down after a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 now for Point Pleasant. Under 5 minutes to go, second quarter.
Great job there by Boyd, Aaron, from the right defensive end position. He was untouched. He got in the backfield. He had to make a read. It was the guy coming on the sweep, or was the quarterback in Hill going to keep it? He broke the man down, made the right read, got down to the quarterback, and able to come up with a big stop now. Bring up 2nd down and long, make it 2nd and 9 here.
And they come out of the shotgun. 4 minutes, 34 seconds ago, second quarter. They scrimmage from the Tiger 16-yard line. Hill's going to look to throw. The lefty sets his feet, now scrambles up the middle, now turns it back to the right. Has some running room. Hill still on his feet, brought down at the 26-yard line. Caden Hill scrambles and makes nothing or something out of nothing.
Yeah, that's an athletic play there by Caden Hill, the quarterback. There was nowhere to go. Great job downfield in that secondary by the Tigers, as there was just nobody to throw the football to. You like to see the front four get a little bit more pressure up there when you've got a quarterback that has to hold on to the football, but a great job there just forcing them to go to plan B.
1st and 10 from the Tiger 37. Hill will look to throw. He'll heave it across the middle, ball caught at the 36-yard line, up near the 40, a gain of 15 on the play. Mawera, Bill, they've kind of gone back to what worked against Warren. They've moved him out of the backfield, put him in the slot, and that has been Hill's favorite receiver here.
Yeah, and they're just trying to show a little bit of balance and keep that Tiger defense on their heels. Obviously, I think they want to run the football, but the opportunity to throw the football obviously gets that defense a little more apprehensive, slows them down getting to the football.
He's a good quarterback. 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go. He'll give right side running back after a gain of 2. Bowen brought down sharply after that gain of 2 by a couple different Tigers. Croft along with Teddy Bauer in on the tackle. In fact, that was all Bauer there. And Plogger as well. So 2nd down and 7 after the gain of 3. Nope, that's gain of 2. So ball sits at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Plogger was able to get a hand on him. Bauer came in, got him wrapped up, and then it was just a plethora of Tigers at that point. It was Gully and Alexander and Logan Boyd, all of them closing down on the football.
Under 3 to go here in the second quarter. 13-9, Tigers lead. Point Pleasant will have second down and long. They'll put it out in the flats, ball caught by the tight end, who will move it out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's Barnett. And it'll bring up third down and 5, maybe 4, officially where they mark it. 2 minutes, 28 seconds to go. I mentioned both teams with 3 timeouts. You wonder what Marietta does if they pick up a first down, or if they can hold them to a fourth down.
Tigers dial up the blitz on that one. Sin number 15, Kobe Alexander, off the edge. He was wanting to get the quarterback. He just couldn't get there in time.
Third down and 5. Hill's going to take a shot down the right sideline. Pass is going to be incomplete. Yeah, nice job by Algery down here on this near side. Yusuf played that in the air and knocked it away.
Great job there. Good read by Algery, and he was able to get there, get his hand on the football. And the good thing is he didn't get there too soon. He didn't get over the wide receiver. He didn't go through the wide receiver to get to the football. He was able to just make a really good athletic play on the ball, slap it out of bounds, and force a fourth down here. That Tiger defense standing strong once again, looking to get the ball back here for their offense with 2:08 to go here in this first half. The Tigers are up 13-9. Looking for another opportunity.
I'm going to say I enjoy Point Pleasant being on fourth down just so I can watch this kid punt. And that punt that actually hops the wrong way, hits at the 26 and backspins to the 35-yard line in the air. That's just the kind of English this guy has on a football.
Tell you what, they lucked out right there, though, Aaron. Had that ball actually gotten by the kid that caught it, there would have been maybe 9 Point Pleasant football players on the wrong side of the ball at that point because it had bounced back so much. I mean, boy, they really snuck one by there without getting caught too bad.
So here we go, Tigers first down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Fry will sweep it left side. Fry left sideline, and he's going to be out near a first down, but he's going to be shy, I believe, once he's bumped out of bounds. Fry will get 7, 8 on the play where they officially mark it at the 43-yard lines where they mark it on that far side. Second down and 2 now for the Tigers. 2 minutes to go. Clock will stop as the Tigers get out of bounds. They have 3 timeouts. They lead 13-9 to Marietta. And here goes Owen Riley dragging tacklers across the 50 into Point Pleasant territory to the 41-yard line. Owen Riley.
You can really see them getting a little bit more comfortable within this offense. It's happening faster. Things are happening faster. Guys are understanding their assignments, and they're trusting the guy next to them at this point right now, Aaron. And it's obviously making a difference on the offensive side of the ball.
Owen Riley, after the gain of 10, they will give it back to Fry, who gets inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line. So he picks up 7. He'll bring up second down and 3. 1:27 to go. Marietta's going to keep an eye on that clock. They will go hurry up. And they'll look to throw. Riley sets his feet, now rolls to his right. He's going to flip it across the middle. He has Gully, who's going to be hit from behind. Ball's going to be intercepted. Left slide comes in, and it'll be pass interference. So the official was just trying to get the flag, I watched him the whole time, out of his pocket. He couldn't get it out. And it'll be a 15-yard penalty against Point Pleasant.
Boy, I tell you what a great job there by number 14, Owen Riley. He had the entire defense, it seemed like, bearing down on him in the backfield. There was actually 7 guys at the quarterback, I think. And Riley, like he was going up for a layup, he got up high, got rid of the ball, and was put in a great spot. And the defensive player came through the wide receiver to try to make a play on the ball. And
easy call.
Easy call, absolutely. And the Point Pleasant faithful are not liking it, but it was the right call.
Ball to 25-yard line of Point Pleasant, minute 16 to go, and it's going to be a counter give to Tornes. As he gets 3 on the play, you'll see Marietta uses timeout here with a minute 9 to go, leading 13-9. We'll take a timeout with them. How about that? Minute 7 to go, first half of play. Tigers threatening, up 13-9. When we come back, you're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Shop Apex True Value for great bargains of the month during October. Autumn is here, and so are the savings, thanks to our unbeatable deals on home essentials and helpful finds. Our October specials have what you need to prepare for the season ahead. Don't wait. Now is the time to stock up for holiday decorating, pest-proofing your home, and enhancing the household safety. These offers are available only while supplies last, so hurry in before they're gone. Apex, true value.
For each and every Tiger game, we have a chance to break it down, thanks in part to the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. When it comes to numbers, the Mannix Allen Group has more than 3 decades of combined experience helping people with their investments and retirement goals. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby, 740-568-7860, to arrange an appointment to review your investment game plan. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank of America Corporation.
Minute 7 to go here in the second quarter. Aaron Cassidy, Bill Parks with you on this Friday night. Tigers lead 13-9, have it 2nd down and 7 from the 23-yard line. Owen Riley of Point Pleasant, 23 I should say. Riley will keep it inside the 20. He'll get down near the 18-yard line, so 57 seconds now. Marietta with 2 timeouts. They'll go hurry-up offense here on 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of urgency here.
Riley, though, has a little bit of trouble with his equipment. He gets it. Now he'll look to throw. Riley sets his feet. He's going to heave it down towards the end zone, and the pass is going to be incomplete. It was really nice coverage, and getting to him, Tornis, hitting him when the ball gets there, was Wenham. And, Bill, that's the kid we were just pointing out. We like him at that safety spot, and with 41 seconds to go,
Yeah, not a bad ball right there, really. I mean, it was put in a pretty good spot. Tornis was able to get his hand on it, but an even better play defensively from the secondary from Point Pleasant, as they were able to just time it on the money. I mean, he timed it on the money, got a body on Tornis just as he got a hand on the football. There was no way he was going to be able to keep that one.
4th down and 4 for the Tigers. They have to get inside the 15 to pick up a 1st down, and it's going to be a direct snap to Fry. He's going to be stopped shy, well shy of the 1st down. So it'll be a turnover on downs with 33 seconds to go. A big stop there by Point Pleasant, as Marietta, if you remember, will get the ball after half as well. They're already leading 13-9. That's a huge stop in this game.
Yeah, big stop, but not a whole lot of time to do much with it here. As you mentioned, the Tigers kick the ball off. They're going to get the ball at the beginning of the second half, but 33 seconds to go here, and a long way for the Point Pleasant Big Blacks as they're going to start this one at the 18-yard line. So they got 82 yards to go in 33 seconds to try to put a score on the board going into half.
I think they'll be happy not that they don't want to score, but I think they'll be happy not scoring, just getting that stop. That's a huge stop by Point Pleasant.
Oh, that was a huge stop in the aspect if the Tigers score there, it's a 2-score game already, and then Tigers getting the ball back at half.
You're already counting possessions, right? So Tigers run a man on late, and it'll be Hill sending a man in motion, and he'll jet sweep it near side. Tigers will wrap him up in the backfield. Carver in on the tackle. Ball carrier was Bryant, and with 25 seconds to go, that tells me the Point Pleasant might be happy just heading into halftime 13-9 or score.
Carver all night long here, and he's just been cutting through the interior of that Big Blacks offensive line. They just cannot get a hand on 50. He's so quick off the ball. His get off is so much faster than anyone else. He's in the backfield before they even know it.
And that will be the final play. Point Pleasant chooses to take it into halftime. Our halftime score, it's Marietta 13, Point Pleasant 9. Bill and I will be back with halftime festivities after this timeout. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
At Miller Home Services, we believe comfort starts with trust and ends with a home that feels just right. As your local HVAC experts, we offer professional equipment installation sized perfectly for your home, and our affordable maintenance packages help extend the life of your system and prevent those surprise breakdowns. Need a new system? No problem. We've got flexible financing to fit your budget, so comfort doesn't have to wait. Call Miller Home Services today at 740-896-5035 or visit us at millerhs.com.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app along with a People's Bank Debit MasterCard for purchases and ATM use. It also offers options for direct deposit and mobile check deposit. Visit your nearest People's Bank location or learn more at peebo.com. People's Bank, working together building success for now and for the future. Member FDIC.
When couples shop for flooring at Honest Fred's, we offer simple advice, and it's usually different for men than it is for women. Hi, this is Annie, and we tend to tell the ladies, take your time, take a sample home, make sure the color is just right. When it comes to the guys, we say, come in and take a look and get whatever she thinks is best. Honestly, though, our best flooring ideas come from talking to our customers. We're really just here to help every step of the way.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFreds.com.
Back here at halftime, Aaron Cassidy, Bill Parks with you on this Friday night. 13-9, our halftime score. Marietta on top of Point Pleasant. It was an exciting first half, a quick first half as well. Point Pleasant goes 3 and out. Marietta gets the ball. They promptly go down and score. It was a Owen Riley touchdown. And actually, Bill, it wasn't an Owen Riley touchdown. That was a Kobe Alexander, I think, touchdown to put Marietta up 6-0 because they missed the extra point. Point Pleasant comes down. They're able to get on the board. They make their extra point. 7-6 was our score at that point. And then all of a sudden, Marietta goes 3 and out, punts away to Point Pleasant. They go 3 and out, and then they punt down and trap Marietta inside their own 1 yard line. A couple plays later, Tigers drop the ball in the end zone, get on it, but the safety incurs, and it makes it 9-6. Tigers, though, go and answer back with a 12-play, 80-yard drive with an Owen Riley touchdown with 5 minutes and 20 seconds in the first quarter or first half of play to make it 13-9. Tigers have a drive that stalls out at the end here. Would have been really nice to get in the end zone for that one, but Bill, overall, really good first half by Marietta, and their offense is starting to pick up. I think is the positive.
Yeah, I think that's what you're seeing. It's obviously this is the second new offense for this team this year.
Yeah,
you put that into perspective. This is the second new offense for them, and they're starting to get a little bit of a rhythm. They're starting to understand their assignment, and they're starting to trust the guy next to them. And we're seeing a lot faster offense, a lot more decisive offense, and the guys are really pouring it in there. We've got some really physical running going on tonight between Owen Riley and Kobe Alexander, and we've also seen a lot of Braden Fry. So these guys they're putting it together.
Tigers unofficially rushing the football was the leading rusher from Marietta was 78 yards, right around there. Unofficially, again, was Kobe Alexander. He had a couple big gains, one of 22, one of 9, 18. I mean, he was really impressive running the football in that first half.
He was carrying people on his back.
Yeah, it was really good to see. On the other side, it was just really the story of, if you think of Point Pleasant's first touchdown, it's because Marietta gets kind of out of position on a botched return that allows Point Pleasant to return all the way down to Marietta's 25-yard line. A couple plays later, they have a short field. That's where their touchdown comes from.
Yeah. And in fact, that long return after the kind of muffed kick return was topped off, obviously, with that 15-yard penalty at the end for the face mask, and which set him up, like you said, in impeccable field position. I mean, you can't beat that field position. You'd love to take that, obviously, any time. And credit to them, they capitalized on it. They got an opportunity, and they were very opportunistic with it, and were able to turn it into points.
Tigers lead 13-9 here at halftime. Bill and I are going to take a break. When we come back on the other side, it'll be Skip Mossick, and This Week in Ohio High School Football at halftime. We'll have that second half action as well coming at you. It's Marietta 13, Point Pleasant 9 here at halftime. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Smitty's Pizza is everywhere. Down the street, around the corner, and right out front.
I know they're right out front when they deliver, but how is Smitty's everywhere?
Well, for starters, you'll find them in Marietta, Reno, then Belpre, and Lowell. And don't look now, but Smitty's is in Barlow.
Wow, 5 rockin' Smitty's locations, or call for delivery and they'll come to you.
Trust me, it's the best pizza in the world. Sing it with me, Anna. Smitty's Pizza, the best pizza in the world. Yeah!
When you're looking for a new home, why not seek the counsel of a real estate agency that folks have trusted in the Mid-Ohio Valley for more than 65 years? This is Steve McCarthy from McCarthy Real Estate, and we know the housing market inside and out. You couldn't find a better time to list your home. List it with me and I'll do the rest. Finding comparable appraisals in the area, information on schools, neighborhoods, and setting the right price. We know the real estate market like the back of our hand and will gladly hold yours through this process. See listings at MariettaRealEstate.com.
When couples shop for flooring at Honest Fred's, we offer simple advice, and it's usually different for men than it is for women. Hi, this is Annie, and we tend to tell the ladies, take your time, take a sample home, make sure the color is just right. When it comes to the guys, we say, come in and take a look, and get whatever she thinks is best. Honestly, though, our best flooring ideas come from talking to our customers. We're really just here to help every step of the way.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFreds.com.
Maybe you've seen that Fry Dental Group Big Drill Player of the Game t-shirt, or maybe you wear one. For many years, Dr. Brett Fry and the staff at Fry Dental Group has sponsored the Fry Dental Group Marietta Tiger Big Drill Player of the Game. From big plays to special accolades, that t-shirt has gone to players, fans, and special honorees. Fry Dental Group, offering state-of-the-art family dentistry and proud to sponsor the Big Drill Tiger Player of the Game.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Named Best Sports Program in the Country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in High School Football is presented by Beck's Hybrids. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tonight in High School Football's Halftime Report. As we approach Week 10 next week, there are several big rivalry games across Ohio, perhaps none bigger than Massillon-McKinley. We'll talk about that rivalry with former Massillon great Justin Zwick next on the Ohio News Network.
Friday night, Under the Lights reminds us teamwork, dedication, and community start in our schools. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wenson, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we are proud to sponsor tonight's game and even prouder to support our public schools. Whether it's touchdowns or textbooks, success starts with a strong foundation. From the classroom to the end zone, we believe in every student's potential because in Ohio, public education matters.
Every day, farmers rise before the sun and put everything they have into a job so few can do. Their courage, resilience, and relentless work shape the legacies and future of our country. At Beck's, we're proud to stand alongside those who don't wait to see what the world will do. They act, they lead, they are the difference. Beck's honors your commitment to your land, family, and purpose. And while we can't predict what the future holds, there is one thing we can do to change it, and that's be the difference. Right now, in every decision, in every season.
Winter is right around the corner. Do you know for sure that your furnace is ready for the task? Miller Home Services can put your mind at ease with our affordable maintenance packages. Our technicians will do a complete system check to make sure your system is running at peak performance. If you need a new system, we have you covered with quick and affordable equipment installations. Locally owned and operated, we give you our professional service with a hometown feel. Call today at 740-896-5035 or visit us at millerhs.com.
Shop Apex True Value and get great deals during our Fall Project Savings event. Check out Green Thumb's 24-inch Polylawn and Leaf Rake for only $10.99. Get trees and shrubs in order with Green Thumb's heavy-duty telescoping lopper for just $24.99. Looking for extension cords for your holiday light display? Master Electrician's 40-foot outdoor extension cord is the perfect solution. Grab it for just $14.99. Don't wait. Head over to Apex True Value and take advantage of these deals while supplies last.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app along with a People's Bank Debit MasterCard for purchases and ATM use. It also offers options for direct deposit and mobile check deposit. Visit your nearest People's Bank location or learn more at peebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success for now and for the future. Member FDIC.
Your heart is the engine that keeps your body running. When something isn't quite right, it can throw your entire life out of rhythm. By choosing Memorial Health System for your heart care, you're choosing a team that understands how important it is that your life runs smoothly. From advanced diagnostics and minimally invasive procedures to complex open heart surgery and lifelong heart health support, our team is here to help you live confidently and never miss a beat. Learn more at mhsystem.org/itmatters.
This is Tonight in High School Football on the Ohio News Network. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
We are presented by Beck's Hybrids. At Beck's, they are and will remain farmers at hearts. And welcome back, everyone. Halftime of your game broadcast. Coming up next week, there are some great Week 10 high school football rivalries around Ohio, but probably none is bigger than Massillon-McKinley. Former Buckeye quarterback Justin Zwick lived through this rivalry for a couple of seasons. And Justin, take us through what next week is like and what this rivalry, I guess, was like to be a part of.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, I mean, next week's going to be the high school's going to look a little bit different. They come in and they basically wallpaper the entire school with, banners that the cheer squad puts out and puts together. And, you walk into that place and there's balloons hanging everywhere. I mean, it looks like a totally different place. And then all week long, they'll be doing breakfasts between Massillon and McKinley. They'll have their huge parade with a huge bonfire. They go all out. This is a game that means a lot to each town, and it has for a long, long time. And I was lucky to be a part of it for 2 years, and in those 2 years we actually got to play them 3 times. So it was pretty cool to have that with a playoff victory. But it's a huge week. This is a game that goes back way back, and these two cities, I think they're 13 miles apart or something crazy like that. And it's just, they all want to win this game at the end of the year, and it is really cool to be a part of. But it's always a big game in Massillon, no matter who you're playing. But when you get to Week 10, man, things are ratcheted up a little bit, and you got to be ready to go come Saturday afternoon.
Justin, you obviously lived through Ohio State, Michigan as well. Is it similar where the first thing people want to know when they talk to you is what was your record against McKinley?
It is. I always, coming out of high school, I always kind of said, getting ready for a place like Ohio State, with that rivalry with Michigan, Massillon-McKinley is probably the closest you're going to come being in a high school setting, at least here in Ohio. And, it is, people love that. I'm 3-0 in 2 years. That's what I always like to tell people. And, it's definitely a benchmark for, how did you do against that team down the road? And, I don't even know. They're probably close to being 50-50, I'd imagine, the overall record. But, I think Massillon has done a pretty good job here in the last few years of, getting those wins.
Well, Justin, some may remember you started your high school career at Orrville. I mean, your team won a state title your freshman year, and then you transferred to Massillon following a pretty successful sophomore season. We know how people roll their eyes at transfers sometimes, especially today, but take us back 25 years. What was that process and whole experience like for you? And I guess do some people back home still give you the stink eye?
Well, it was an interesting thing. I was really... Well, I guess Spielman had kind of done it before me,
Sure.
years before me. But yeah, we had a lot of success in Orrville, and Orrville had a great rivalry as well with Worcester. I think they're in the top 5 of for the longest rivalry. So we had a lot of great tradition there as well, and had some success. And coming out of my sophomore year, we went to the semifinals and lost. And I just was thinking, if I'm gonna really take this serious and try and go play Division I football, I want to see what I can do at Division I football in high school. Just get to the top level that you can. And, we had played at Massillon in the state championship game, so I had a feel for Paul Brown Tiger Stadium and how cool that whole setting is. And, it's 27 minutes down the road. So it was, it's just a thing where, it was open enrollment back in those days. So I literally went to school in Orrville on Friday, signed all my papers and, told everybody what was happening. And on Monday morning, I was going to Massillon. And it was a strange deal, but I got there middle of my sophomore year, after basketball season. And, they, of course, Massillon just, brought me in. And, I fit right in. And it was just football all the time. And, that was what we were there for. And it was just a special time. But, yeah, Orrville, unfortunately didn't see – what I saw, or, didn't think I was doing the right thing. And, we fixed our mailbox about every weekend during the football season. When I graduated, a lot of people came back around and realized, hey, you're going to Ohio State here. This kind of worked out for you, by making this move. And, everything's, kind of smoothed over by now.
Former Buckeye quarterback Justin Zwick. Enjoy the Massillon-McKinley rivalry from afar next week. We appreciate your time, okay?
All right, Skip, thanks.
And we'll be back on the Ohio News Network.
Bex recognizes this week's player with heart, Christopher Kinsey from Cardington Lincoln High School, for his commitment and passion on the field and within the farming community.
I mean, I've been playing with these kids since I was in 5th grade, so you kind of build like a brotherhood and like the camaraderie that you have, not just about the game, just like kind of life itself, you know, responsibility, knowing where to be. Resilience is a big one too. I feel like I've gained from it.
Lessons in football, lessons in FFA.
You know, the things I learned, and I knew that I wanted to have, like, hopefully maybe an ag background in my life. You know, I've showed livestock since I was, you know, very young, and so it was just kind of a given.
And of course, the importance of agriculture.
There's family generation farms that, you know, that's their whole life, you know, and agriculture, I mean, that's the stuff that brings your community around. Yeah, I think it's just the most important thing ever. I mean, people underestimate it.
At Bex, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
Shop Apex True Value for great bargains of the month during October. Autumn is here, and so are the savings, thanks to our unbeatable deals on home essentials and helpful finds. Our October specials have what you need to prepare for the season ahead. Don't wait. Now is the time to stock up for holiday decorating, pest-proofing your home, and enhancing the household safety. These offers are available only while supplies last, so hurry in before they're gone. Apex True Value.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app, along with a People's Bank Debit MasterCard for purchases and ATM use. It also offers options for direct deposit and mobile check deposit. Visit your nearest People's Bank location or learn more at peebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success for now and for the future. Member FDIC.
Jaws, the mother of all films, on the big screen, coming to McConnellsville. A free movie night sponsored by Jaws Radio 100.9. Experience the movie that changed swimming in the ocean forever.
Lifeless eyes, black eyes like a doll's eyes.
Jaws Radio in partnership with Morris Hardware, Cinda Erickson, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Malta Dynamics, First National Bank in McConnellsville, and Lang Financial is offering this free movie night at the Twin City Opera House in McConnellsville, Friday, October 31st at 8 p.m. This free movie night will feature the full-length original Jaws movie in 4K, as well as free Jaws radio swag, the first 100 in the theater. Jaws, the Twin City Opera House in McConnellsville. Free movie night, Friday, October 31st. Get up to 4 free tickets by registering at one of our select sponsor locations or on our WMOA WJW Facebook page. Jaws Radio 100.9, country music with a bite. Don't listen alone.
At Miller Home Services, we're not just another HVAC company. We're your local experts right here in your community, offering exceptional customer service with every call. Whether it's a new system or a routine maintenance check, we make sure you're comfortable every step of the way. Thinking of going with a different company? Call us first for a price quote. You might be surprised how much you can save. Miller Home Services, local, professional, and always here for you. Call us at 740-896-5035 or visit us at millerhs.com.
This is ONN.
Our thanks again to Justin Zwick for talking a little Massillon-McKinley High School football rivalry with us this evening. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football, presented by Beck's Hybrids from the Ohio News Network.
Hey folks, Annie here from Honest Fred's Flooring. I grew up in the flooring business, and when someone tells me to be where your feet are, I'm all about that. Because in the crazy business of carpet, vinyl, wood plank, rim knits, and super sales, sometimes it's easier to take a deep breath and be where your feet are. And to be honest, we're already there. Honest Fred's Flooring. Parkersburg, Marietta, and Spencer. When others talk the talk, we walk the walk.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFreds.com.
Hey everybody, it's Alexis White here, your financial friend from the Citizens Bank Company. Did you know that we have 4 convenient locations to serve you? We're in Belpre, Barlow, Marietta, and Beverly, but hey, if it suits you, check us out anytime at thecitizens.com, your virtual gateway to all things banking. We get it. Online and ATMs are cool, but have you ever experienced the joy of a warm welcome? Step into one of our branches and you'll see what we mean. first-class service on a first-name basis. The Citizens Bank Company, where banking feels personal because, well, it is.
Hey, I'm an out-of-towner who likes to find good local pizza. Any suggestions?
Well, around these parts, you have to learn about the legend of the Smitty guy.
Smitty guy?
Yes, the story goes he roamed from town to town in search of the perfect pizza.
That's cool. I kind of want to be a Smitty girl. Off to save the world one Smitty pizza at a time.
Easy there, sister. I got you. You're officially a Smitty girl. You're in luck because the consistent taste of Smitty's pizza is in 5 locations: Marietta, Reno, Belpre, Lowell, and Barlow.
Smitty's Pizza. Have you had one lately?
When we take a look at the statistics of tonight's game, a reminder that that's made possible by the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. At Merrill, they understand the values and ideals of our community and can develop a customized financial strategy designed to help you pursue what's most important to you. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank America Corporation. Go Tiger!
1 or 2 or 10 things have changed since I got in the real estate business. Hi, this is Steve McCarthy of McCarthy Real Estate. Gone are the days when folks just stopped by 318 2nd Street in Marietta. Now you can find McCarthy Real Estate on Facebook with weekly featured listings or MariettaRealEstate.com. We have real phones and cell phones and GPS, although we know our way around. McCarthy Real Estate since 1953. You don't need good luck to find us, but you'll have it when you do.
Back here at halftime, Eric Cassidy, Bill Parks with you, and it is Marietta 13-9 on top of Point Pleasant. Tigers in that first half. You had Kobe Alexander. These are unofficial statistics, but we're pretty close. Kobe Alexander, he had 7 carries for 77 yards, averaging 11 yards per carry. It was Owen Riley, 10 carries for 39 yards. Tornes, a couple carries for 24 yards. Hollingsworth had a carry for a couple yards, and then it was Fry, 4 carries for 26 yards. So, I mean, it's quick math. Marietta up around 140-ish yards on the ground, but that was a lot of carries. They had 19, 25, 24 carries about in the first half, and I say that's a lot of carries because they only had 4 possessions in that first half. Tigers on their first drive end up scoring a touchdown. They started at their own 39-yard line, so they go 61 yards in 11 plays as Marietta in 7 plays gets a touchdown. Tigers go 3 and out, and then a couple 3 and outs, and then the Tigers go on the big one, Bill, the big drive when they're down 9-6. It was 12 plays, 80 yards, 5:20 mark in the first half of play. Owen Riley gets in the end zone and puts Marietta up, and that's where we're at right now, 13-9.
Yeah, you mentioned that the big drive toward the end of the second half there that put the Tigers up. It was obviously a huge drive for the Tigers and able to get that lead before the half, but the defense, a great job by that Tiger defense and able to get the ball back midway through that third and give them the opportunity to get that lead back. And we'd like to have seen them be able to finish and capitalize their last drive of the second half. It stalls inside the 30, and they had to give the ball back to the Big Blacks to wrap up that second half, or the first half. But as you mentioned, Aaron, the Tigers moving the ball well offensively, doing a great job, up over 140 yards of total offense so far in this game. And, they were looking at 105 yards of total offense in the entire game last week against Fort Fry. So looking to at least hopefully double that if we can get the same kind of production offensively out of this Tiger spot as we saw in the first half. But a very physical football game here so far on both sides of the ball. Both teams playing a pretty decent football. I mean, special teams, offensively, defensively, they've all done well. The Big Blacks benefited from one special teams blunder that gave them the field position to be able to get their first touchdown on the board, and then the Tigers able to be the benefit of another special team blunder on Point Pleasant's side as they got a big return late after that Tiger touchdown, but it was ultimately called back for the illegal block in the back of the blindside call. So the Tigers benefit from that defensively, are able to get the ball back, and so let's see what they come up with here on this, say, in the second half. Is the Big Blacks set to kick this one away? The Tigers are going to receive this as they kick the ball off in the first half. See where the Point Pleasant Big Blacks send this one back. Looks like number 22 back deep for the Tigers. Looks like Tornes.
Yeah, Tornes set the return here. In fact, they're going to angle it away from him. Warden will take it at the 21-yard line. He'll slice from left to right. Warden around the edge up near the 34-yard line. Owen Warden with a nice return out to the 34-yard line. Leading rusher for Point Pleasant in that first half was their quarterback in Caden Hill, right around 8 carries for 39 yards. He did throw the ball pretty well, but it was ultimately the Tigers' defense that, as Bill mentioned, came up pretty big. So Tigers will get the football to start, and they'll have it in good field position from their own 34-yard line, moving from left to right here in the second half. 13-9, Tigers lead, and Fry will take the snap. Fry will turn the left corner, and Fry will keep on his feet out to the 40-yard line. He will get 6 on the play, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers.
Good run there by Fry, just getting the outside, but he was following number 14, Owen Riley, who's the quarterback in that position, and great job getting outside by Riley, getting a helmet on the first guy he came to. He was able to peel him and then get into that second level, pick up a second block, and a good chunk of yards there for the Tigers.
This will be Riley up the middle on the direct snap, and he will get near the first down marker, still on his feet, falls forward for the extra yard. The official is about to blow it dead. He gets to the 45-yard line, and the Tiger first down. 11:09 to go, just about 1 minute into the second half. They're at a 13-9. Quick shout-outs. Quick happy birthday to my daughter, Chloe. Turned 11 yesterday.
Unbelievable. Happy birthday, Chloe.
So Chloe Cassidy, happy birthday. She was all ready for Friday night football. 13-9, Tigers lead.
Boy, moving the chains, though. Great job there by the Tigers on their first drive here in the second half. Get to be able to move the chains on that first set of downs. So see if they can keep the chains going in the right direction.
Riley is going to continue to pound the ball, and it helps when the big fella and Teddy Bauer gets behind you and pushes you forward for a couple 3 yards, and that's what happens there as the Tigers get down into Point Pleasant territory to the 47-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2 after the gain of 8 for Owen Riley.
Yeah, good job there by Teddy Bauer pushing that pile. If you're going to stand around the pile, might as well be useful. Good job pushing the ball and falling forward. Now 2nd short.
This one is going to be a direct snap to Fry. He's going to pump his feet after he's hit originally at the line of scrimmage, falls forward down to the 45-yard line. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort gets him a first down.
Well, I tell you what, did you see him pumping his legs?
That was impressive.
Unbelievable. He had 3, maybe 4.
Oh, they're going to mark him a shot.
Big Blacks in front of him, and I tell you what, Fry was just pumping his legs. He was going to go down for about a 2-yard loss probably for that, but great second effort, was able to set up now 3rd down and inches.
3rd and inches for the Tigers. As Owen Riley will take the snap, has all kinds of room. Riley was looking to get around the corner. He's slung down at the 36-yard line. First down for Owen Riley and more. He gets 10 on the play. And with 9 minutes and 35 seconds, the Tigers get a new set of downs, leading 13-9.
I really like in that 3rd and short situation where they come up to the line and they just go quick. You know, no messing around. They didn't give themselves an opportunity to jump off sides and kill that opportunity to pick up that first down on 3rd and short. They just got to the line, went quick, and was able to move the chains.
And here comes the counter. It's going to be to Tornes. Turns around the edge. Tornes gets down near the 30-yard line, so Will Tornes gets 6 on the play. And it'll bring up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line for the Tigers. They're at the Point Pleasant 30. Nice drive here by Marietta as they continue to work this clock under 9 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, leading 13-9.
Marietta picking up big chunk plays, big chunk yards here. Great job following these big guys up front.
Fry, option, left side. Fry now keeps it up the middle. And Braden's going to get down near the 36-yard line. Pardon me, the 26-yard line, just short of the first down. 3rd down and 1 for the Tigers. As when they snap this, it'll be under 8 minutes to go in the 3rd, leading 13-9.
Big opening drive here for the Tigers as they open the second half with the football and a 4-point lead. If they're able to get this one all the way to pay dirt here at some point, Aaron, it's going to be a huge turn for them as they will be able to go up 2 scores.
And they will keep it right side, Riley. Riley to the 20. He's inside the 15 and all the way down to the 13-yard line. Owen Riley rips off another big gain here From the 27 to the 13-yard line, Owen Riley with a gain of 14.
Yeah, again a 14 and another fresh set of downs as they move those chains. The Tigers inside the red zone and mark it at the 14, as you said, Aaron. A great job here by the Tigers, just staying within their offense, not doing anything too crazy, too fancy, just smash mouth football and moving it.
7 minutes, 44 seconds to go. Third quarter, 13-9 Tigers. Owen Riley keep. Owen Riley slices right. Owen Riley now back towards the middle of the field. Goal line, touchdown! Touchdown, Tigers. Owen Riley from 14 yards out. And he finds pay dirt. And with 7:36 to go, it is 19-9 Marietta with the point after attempt here pending.
But just a tough run there by 14 and Owen Riley, Aaron. Just running through arm tackles, making guys miss, and just falling forward at the end. And a second effort to get into the end zone. He was not going to be denied on that one. A huge touchdown for the Tigers.
Tigers with the point after. Tornes the holder. Snap back, hold down, and the kick by McMahon is up and good. 7:36 to go. New score here in the third quarter. Tigers strike first. It's Marietta 20, Point Pleasant 9. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Hey everybody, it's Alexis White here, your financial friend from the Citizens Bank Company. Did you know that we have 4 convenient locations to serve you? We're in Belpre, Barlow, Marietta, and Beverly, but hey, if it suits you, check us out anytime at thecitizens.com, your virtual gateway to all things banking. We get it. Online and ATMs are cool, but have you ever experienced the joy of a warm welcome? Step into one of our branches and you'll see what we mean. First-class service on a first-name basis. The Citizens Bank Company, where banking feels personal because, well, it is.
Maybe you've seen that Fry Dental Group Big Drill Player of the Game t-shirt, or maybe you wear one. For many years, Dr. Brett Fry and the staff at Fry Dental Group has sponsored the Fry Dental Group Marietta Tiger Big Drill Player of the Game. From big plays to special accolades, that t-shirt has gone to players, fans, and special honorees. Fry Dental Group, offering state-of-the-art family dentistry and proud to sponsor the Big Drill Tiger Player of the Game.
Tigers kick it off. It'll be fielded at the 23-yard line by Point Pleasant. They'll bring it out to the 35. And this is where they'll start their first drive of the game from the 35-yard line. Marietta, how about this? Opening drive of the second half of play, third quarter, 9 plays, 66-yard drive, capped off by a 14-yard touchdown run by Owen Riley to put Marietta up 20-9. Tigers lead by 11.
Tigers, good job keeping it away from the dangerous return man there on that one, and what could be Point Pleasant's deepest field position almost here so far starting out. It's going to be at their own 35, 36-yard line.
Hill will come out of the shotgun. He'll send a man in motion, and Hill will keep it up the middle. He is met by a couple Tigers. He does get around the edge for a couple on the play, and it was Tornes in on the tackle, but this is a Point Pleasant team as we're under 7 minutes when this ball snapped here in the third quarter. You got to start wondering. I don't want to say must score for them, but it's pretty close to a must score because you got to be counting possessions. Marietta's taken up all kinds of clock. I mean, they scored with 7 minutes, 8 minutes to go, so they took a good 4 minutes off that clock here in the third quarter.
Yeah, good job just eating that clock and just controlling that time of possession. But I think you're right. I think, even though we're in the third quarter, possessions are going to be at a premium, I think, at this point right now, already down 2 scores.
Caden Hill will look over at the sideline, gets his play in, 2nd down and 7. He'll hand it up the middle, and that is the ball carrier and Marrero, that will actually be Bowen, Brody Bowen. So again, they moved Marrero to the slot wide receiver spot. And Bowen has been back out of the backfield tonight. He gets a couple there. Third down and 6 here for Point Pleasant. They got to get to the 46-yard line. The ball sits at the 40 of their own 40. That is 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Marietta 20-9. Hill will look to throw. The lefty will sling it near side. Pass is complete to his tight end, who will be short of the first down at the 45-yard line. Barnett makes the catch. Turns the corner, slips down, tackled, and it'll bring up 4th down and 1. Point Pleasant, you got to go for it here.
Yeah, 4th and 1, you got to go for it. But if you're the Tigers, you got to stay disciplined right here. You want to get a quick jump on the snap, but you can't. You can't jump it at this point though. An offsides is going to give Point Pleasant a huge first down right here, but Tiger defense, see what they can do. Bend but don't break.
Tigers will load the box. 3 receivers, 2 left, 1 right. Out of the shotgun. Bowen to the left of Hill, who will go hard count, try to get the Tigers jump off sides. Now they'll snap it back. Hill keeps it up the middle. Hill across the 50 in the Tiger territory, and he somersaults down to the 47-yard line. And Hill with the first down and into Tiger territory, and that's what happens. You see a lot. In fact, often you'll see those 4th down and shorts be busted for long gains because everyone's up, and once you get to that second level.
Yeah, and the Tigers bring the blitz off the edge, both Tornes and Kobe Alexander off the edge, but Point Pleasant just run right through the heart of the blitz, right up the middle. Run right at it.
Pistol formation, first down and 10 from the Tiger 46-yard line. This is Bowen. Bowen still on his feet inside the 45, down to the 43-yard line. So Bowen gets 5. It'll bring up second down and 5. Make it 2nd and 6 as we approach the 4-minute, 34-second mark here in the third quarter. It is.
Please enter your password.
Sounds right.
Shotgun formation here. Buckeyes looking to stay undefeated on the road in Madison tomorrow at 3:30. Here comes Caden Hill as he keeps it on the right side. Hill goes down near the 40-yard line. He gets 3 on the play, does Hill. And it'll set up third down and manageable for Point Pleasant. Marietta's only had the ball once in this half. Point Pleasant's right now taking it under 4 minutes. We saw a first half that went really quick. It was a 45-minute first half, right around.
Yeah, you kind of wonder if this is 4-down territory right here, regardless.
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously is. This might be an opportunity for Point Pleasant to maybe try to take the top off of this defense and try to surprise them with one.
Yeah, give your shot here, right? As Hill will come out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Hill will keep it in, and he's dropped. Tornes comes up and throws him to the ground. Not quite a sack. He gets 1 as he falls forward. It'll bring up 4th down and 2 here for Point Pleasant. 4th and 1 when they mark him at the 38-yard line. He's going to get to the 37. We're at 3 minutes, 5 seconds here in the third quarter. Marietta 20-9. Point Pleasant with the football, moving from right to left. They will scrimmage from the Tiger 43. They have to get to the 42 to pick up a first here on this 4th down. 3 receivers near side to the left, 1 up top, wide side of the field to the right. Bowen to the left of Hill out of the shotgun. And it'll be a false start as the Tigers show the blitz, and the running back gets a head start, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty. So 4th and 6 now for Point Pleasant.
Yeah, you got to wonder if the quarterback in Hill was just trying to get the defense to jump right there. A little bit of maybe he didn't go with a hard count. Maybe he just changed the count a little bit, just changed those cadence a little bit, and it threw his offense off, as obviously threw his tailback off in Marrero as he stumbles forward. So a 3rd and very manageable. 3rd and 2 now turns into a 3rd and 7.
Empty set. 5 wide receivers, 3 left, 2 up top to the right. Hill out of the shotgun. 4th down and 6. Let's see if they'll go hard count again. Nope, straight drop. Looks to throw. He's going to put it across the middle. Ball tipped and incomplete. Gully tips that ball away, and it will be a turnover on downs and Tiger football at the 43. What a play by Damian Gully.
Yeah, great job there by Gully, stepping up into that passing lane, getting a hand on the football and knocking it down. But I tell you what, number 77 for the Tigers and Brecken Croft was bearing down on the quarterback. A great job coming from his defensive position there on the line to get some pressure, force the quarterback to get rid of the ball, and Gully steps in, swats that one down. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Tigers are going to take it here at midfield.
They were looking for Barnett. Tigers will have it at their own 43-yard line. Here they go. Up the middle is Owen Riley as he gets up near the 46-yard line. Owen gets 3 on the play, maybe 4, and he'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's 20-9 Marietta, and they have the football at their own 46-yard line, 47-yard line, make it.
Just another strong run there by another Tiger running back in Riley, and just keeping his legs churning, legs pushing, and that offensive line resetting the line of scrimmage into that second line, and the Tigers falling forward.
Tigers on their second drive of this quarter, and it's all the way down inside of 1:37, and Marietta already using that play clock. Play clock's at 10. A snap back to Fry, finds a crease. Fry into Point Pleasant territory, and he's going to pick up a Tiger first down. He needed 6, got 7, and he lands down at the 47-yard line of Point Pleasant, and that's a Marietta first down.
Yeah, I'm looking straight down the line of scrimmage right here, Aaron. He got it by a football length. Another first down is what it's going to be here for the Tigers as they continue to do what they've been doing all night long, controlling the line of scrimmage and pounding the football as that clock now runs down inside of 120, down to 115 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers up 20-9, looking to make this a 3-score football game.
Halftime score in Fort Fry. Fort Fry was up 30-8 on top of Warren. That'll be Marietta's opponent next week, the Warren Warriors, at Don Drum Stadium. Owen Riley on a 1st and 10 will sweep it around the right side. He is grabbed by his shoulder pad, his shirt, and everything else, and he's thrown down, but not before he gets 3 on the play. And a little extracurricular activity going on over on that far side. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 7. 41 seconds to go here in this third quarter. It's Marietta 20, Point Pleasant 9, and the Tigers will have it 2nd and 7.
Tigers have done a great job here tonight just fighting through the arm tackles. Really, it's been a lot of arm tackling from this defense, which is really surprising. Is, you know, this Point Pleasant football team, these guys, they have a big physical football team. I'm really kind of surprised to see the struggles that they're having this year. You know, good numbers, good size, but it's a new system. It's a new head coach, and that's something that Marietta is very, very familiar with as well this year.
Tigers will not have to run a play. In fact, they're going to let the third quarter clock expire. We'll take a timeout with them as the two teams will come off the respective sidelines. It's Marietta 20, Point Pleasant 9. We head into the fourth. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
If you've ever run your hand across nice carpet, you probably know the Honest Fred's difference. This is Annie from Honest Fred's Flooring, and the difference is threefold: quality, service, and choices. And without all of those, the others really don't matter. You don't have to stay long, but stop into one of our studios in Parkersburg, Marietta, or Spencer. This is where the high-level decisions get made. And remember the Honest Fred's difference: quality, service, and choices.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFreds.com.
Tonight, when we break down the game by the numbers, that's made possible by the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. At Merrill, they know that just like in tonight's game, there's a strategy, a game plan, and a hopeful outcome. The same should hold true for your investments, your retirement, and your financial future. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby at 740-568-7860 for an appointment to discuss your financial goals. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank America Corporation.
Well, apparently we're in Madison, Wisconsin tonight. The jump around between the third and fourth quarters as Marietta Tigers will have the football, 2nd down and 7 from their Point Pleasant 46. And it's a pass complete on the right side out to Tornes. And Tornes all the way down to the where are they going to mark him? The side official has him down at the 20. The ball is at the 26-yard line. So Owen Riley finds Tornes. It surprised me on a 2nd down and 7. And the Tigers leading 20-9 will scrimmage from the Point Pleasant 26-yard line.
Yeah, good play call there. Great design. Good job there by the quarterback, number 14, Owen Riley. He takes 2 steps up into the pocket, fakes the run, and is able to throw that ball on a frozen rope to the twos.
Here comes Tornes on the inside give. Tornes will cut it upfield and get down near the 25-yard line. He gets a yard on the play. That's Will Tornes. More importantly, Marietta is up by 11, 20-9. And we're a minute into this fourth quarter. Marietta has controlled the football. Point Pleasant has touched the ball 1 time in the second half. Marietta, this is only their second drive, but the Tigers ball control. That's been the name of the game, and I don't think it's going to end right now as they will keep it on the ground. And it'll be Fry with the carry up the middle and still on his feet, bent backwards, forwards, sideways, and he ends up down near the 21-yard line. Braden Fry gets 7, maybe 6 on the play to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Tigers.
Boy, great second effort right there by Fry as he got turned around, and he just continued to leg press his way backwards, and a couple other white jerseys in there for the Tigers, just getting a little push too. But a great job there by the Tigers, just moving the football. They're going to mark this one. They're right around the 21-yard line. Tigers now 2nd down and 5.
Well, they have a 3rd and 5 on the sticks, but I
sorry.
think it's 2nd and 5 as well. We'll see. As Riley will keep it around the corner. Owen's going to pick up a first down. It's not going to matter if it was 2nd or 3rd down, because Owen Riley takes care of that as he gets inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. A Tiger first down.
But more extracurricular activities in the backfield there is somebody from Point Pleasant was literally holding Breckencroft down on the turf. I mean, they were all kinds of tangled up. Oh, and even shoved Brecken back down to the turf right in front of the referee. And I mean, when I say right in front, I'm talking like 3 feet in front of the referee.
Tigers have it 1st and 10 from the 15. Owen Riley on the pitch. From Carver to the right, Owen Riley down inside the 5-yard line. So it was a direct snap to Carver, who's that up back, and they turn and pitch it to Owen Riley. I think that's who the snap was to. Regardless, it'll be 1st and
they actually
2nd and 1. Pardon me.
They actually handed that ball off to 5,
and then he
Fry handed it then to 50, and Carver, who pitched it back to 14, and Owen Riley took it around the outside.
2nd down and goal for the Tigers from the 4-yard line. Fry slices to the left, picks up a Tiger first down. He is down to the 3-yard line, maybe the 2. Fry picks up what should be a Tiger first down. They still have not signaled for the chains to move yet. We're at 9:06 to go here in the 4th, and there it is.
There was a lot happening on that play there. 2 plays. I'm baffled that there was even enough time to do what they did. That was unbelievable.
Owen Riley, the direct back, takes the snap. Riley hops to the right, down towards the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. From 3 yards out, Owen Riley, his 3rd touchdown of the night. And the Tiger senior makes it 26-9 behind this impressive performance tonight by this Tiger offensive line.
Boy, really just an impressive job by this entire Tigers football team right now, controlling the line of scrimmage, controlling the time of possession, moving the football, 2nd effort, gang tackling on defense, pushing the pile on offense, falling forward. It's just been a big game so far here for the Tigers.
Point after attempt is up and good. Here for the Tigers, McMahon makes it 27-9, 8:50 to go, 4th quarter, 9 weeks of frustration being taken out here right now as the Tigers lead 27-9. We'll be right back.
Smitty's Pizza is everywhere. Down the street, around the corner, and right out front.
I know they're right out front when they deliver, but how is Smitty's everywhere?
Well, for starters, you'll find them in Marietta, Reno, then Belpre, and Lowell. And don't look now, but Smitty's is in Barlow.
Wow, 5 rockin' Smitty's locations, or call for delivery and they'll come to you.
Trust me, it's the best pizza in the world. Sing it with me, Anna. Smitty's Pizza, the best pizza in the world. Yeah!
What do folks look for in a home? Your guess is as good as mine, but I must say, if you work with McCarthy Real Estate, we've seen it, we know it, and how to get to it. You can't beat experienced local service. It's a great time to list as demand is at an all-time high. With global access to potential buyers moving into our area, we are out in front on turnkey deals. Plus, we're there for you to navigate the appraisal, inspection, and banking process. McCarthy Real Estate, 2nd Street, Marietta, and at MariettaRealEstate.com.
8:50 to go, 4th quarter. It is Marietta now 27-9 on top of Point Pleasant. Here's a kick that's going to end up out of bounds. Point Pleasant or on Marietta. Point Pleasant will have the option to make Marietta re-kick, or they'll take it at the 35-yard line. And if I were Point Pleasant, I'd probably say re-kick it. You can play that game all night long. So, wow. So the Tigers kick it out of bounds. Again, you heard Coach Kuffner talk about it in the pregame where they were trying to keep the ball away from Marrero. He ended up with it 2 times in the first half on kickoffs, and Marietta said enough with that.
Yeah, just try to play keep away at this point. And that's what we saw them do, was it 2 weeks ago in Williamstown, is they were trying to keep the ball away from the deep guy, and they were kicking the ball to the sidelines, and and honestly created a couple opportunities in Williamstown and kicking the ball to the sidelines. But nevertheless, a pretty good game plan there to keep the ball away from Marrero as much as possible. Because, man, I tell you what, he is so dangerous when he gets out in space.
Out of the shotgun, Tigers lead 27-9. Point Pleasant's Caden Hill will take the waist-high snap, straight drop, and he'll look to throw. Now steps up in the pocket. He is going to be brought down by his face mask. Teddy Bauer grabs a hold of it, twirl around. Hill's helmet's going to come off. This will definitely be the 15-yard variety. And we know Teddy. Obviously, the visiting parents don't. We know Teddy that
he just reached out.
That has to be one where your hand gets stuck, too.
Yeah.
He's not keeping a hold of that face mask the whole time.
Yeah, I mean,
on purpose.
Well, and a lot of times you see it from a big guy because, from the big guy's perspective against a very shifty ball runner, it's very easy to make that guy miss.
Yeah,
and you reach out, you're grabbing for anything at that point. You just don't want to let him by, and you end up getting your hand tangled up into the face mask there. And nevertheless, it's going to be 15 easy yards there for the Point Pleasant Big Blacks, and they're going to move that right to midfield and spot it at the 50.
A scrimmage right, as Bill said, in the middle of the 50-yard line. Hill with 3 receivers near side, 1 up top to the left. He will look to throw, now flushed out of the pocket to his right. He's still looking downfield, fires it, pass is going to be incomplete. Getting a fingertip in there at the last second was Tornes for the Tigers. And with 8:30 to go, it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Point Pleasant here in the 4th quarter. Marietta leading 27-9.
Yeah, I think that ball was actually intended for number 1, Bryant, the sophomore for Point Pleasant. And, well, you got to credit Caden Hill, though, getting outside the pocket, sprinting to the sidelines, finding a man, gave his man an opportunity to catch football, too. But number 24 for the Tigers again, we've called his name all night long, and that was Logan Boyd bearing down on the quarterback.
Out of the shotgun. It will be a fake jet sweep. Up the middle goes Hill. He is met by 3 Tigers after he gets 3 on the play. And now we'll have a 3rd down and long here for Point Pleasant. More importantly, we have 8 minutes and 20 seconds here in the 4th quarter. So just a gain of 2 on the play. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 here for Point Pleasant. Marietta leads 27-9.
They've faked that jet so many times, and they've maybe only handed it off to that jet sweep once or twice in the entire game, but they've faked it to the jet maybe 15 times already here this evening, and you kind of wonder if they're trying to get the Tigers to lull on that sweep a little bit to try to catch them on one.
3rd and long here for Caden Hill out of the shotgun. He sends a man in motion. He'll look to throw. It's a middle screen setup and cut down at the 44-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down here, but Kobe Alexander cuts down the tight end who makes the catch in Barnett. They do get 6 on the play. It will bring up 4th and 4. The ball sits at the 44-yard line of the Tigers. 7:17 to go. If Marietta can get off the field here, Bill, it'll feel pretty good, up 27-9.
But anyway, you can say nothing about the toughness of number 15 and Kobe Alexander out there. And what a great tackle. He's obviously banged up. He needed help getting up off the field right there after that tackle, but he's right back in his captain position at that middle linebacker calling out signs.
Out of the shotgun, 4th down and 4. Point Pleasant's Caden Hill, straight drop, stands high in the pocket. He's going to flip it across the middle, ball caught at the 41. And Barnett inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Nice crossing pass for a 1st down. Nicely designed play by Point Pleasant.
Yeah, just a crossing round it, but it takes some time. You got to have protection up front in order to do that because the quarterback has got to buy some time to allow that wide receiver to run himself open. He had the time he needed. A great job standing in the pocket there for the quarterback in Hill, and he delivers a strike to his wide receiver and a fresh set of downs as they move the football down to the Tiger 30.
6 minutes, 29 seconds to go, 4th quarter, 27-9 Tigers. They're on top. Point Pleasant scrimmages, though, from the Tiger 29. Make it the 30. 3 receivers bunched near side, 1 up top to the left. Caden Hill looks to throw. Does so. Ball complete underneath to Barnett, again, the tight end, who gets 4 on the play. He's ushered out of bounds on this near side. 6 minutes, 6 seconds and counting here in the 4th. And the Tigers with that 18-point lead.
Well, I tell you what, the time is just rolling nowhere. Down inside 6 minutes to go here in this game. And, boy, if you're the Point Pleasant Big Blacks right now, you know you are running out of opportunities and you're running out of time.
Hill will have that same look again. 3 bunch receivers right, 1 up top to the left. And it's Bowen to his left out of the shotgun. He goes, and he sets his feet. He's going to fire it across the middle. Ball is caught into the end zone, touchdown. The Tigers came up, tried to intercept it. Instead, he finds his receiver on a post pattern and don't go anywhere. Point Pleasant gets on the board, and that was a touchdown to Braxton Bauer, the junior. Nice route. Marietta with the 1 high safety build tried to jump it, and Point Pleasant's back in it some. Marietta's still in control, though, 27-15.
It was a pretty nice pitch and catch right there from the quarterback to the wide receiver, and you called it a single high safety. There was 1 man to beat there for the Tigers, and the safety went up to try to high point the football. It was just a well-thrown ball right over his head. He couldn't get his hand on it, but a big touchdown for the Blacks.
Point after attempt is going to slice up and through. Boy, Tigers almost blocked that one. But instead, 5:32 to go in the 4th. It is Marietta 27, Point Pleasant 16. We'll be back after this timeout.
Shop Apex True Value and get great deals during our Fall Project Savings event. Check out Green Thumb's 24-inch Polylawn and Leaf Rake for only $10.99. Get trees and shrubs in order with Green Thumb's heavy-duty telescoping lopper for just $24.99. Looking for extension cords for your holiday light display? Master Electrician's 40-foot outdoor extension cord is the perfect solution. Grab it for just $14.99. Don't wait. Head over to Apex True Value and take advantage of these deals while supplies last.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app, along with a People's Bank Debit MasterCard for purchases and ATM use. It also offers options for direct deposit and mobile check deposit. Visit your nearest People's Bank location or learn more at peebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success for now and for the future. Member FDIC.
27-16, Tigers on top, 5:32 to go, 4th quarter. We would assume we'll see a onside kick here by Point Pleasant. Aaron Cassidy, Bill Parks with you on this Friday. Derek Jones back at the studio of WMOA, high top Harmer Hill. Also Jack Weil with us here in the booth. And here comes the onside kick. It was touched by a Point Pleasant player. I don't know that the officials saw it. It was touched way before the 10 yards. They did not see it. Marietta gets on it. And so instead of re-kicking it, if you're a Point Pleasant fan, you would actually want that. The Tigers will have it at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, should have been illegal touching there.
Well, wow, they're going to mark it with a Point Pleasant player touched it, which wasn't 10 yards.
West Virginia rules, possibly.
Ball sits at the 47-yard line, so they did see it. It was not. It was 6 yards, so they will go where the player touched it. Tigers will have it, 1st down and 10 at the Point Pleasant 46. 5:31 to go in the 4th. They lead 27-16. There goes Fry around the corner. Fry is going to be down near the 40-yard line, and he is also close to breaking one. Is Marietta. Fry gets to the 41-yard line, picks up 6.
So he was grabbed and flung down to the ground there, Aaron. He almost just went down on top of a Point Pleasant player and right back up. He was almost still legal.
Fry
to run that.
Has 2nd and 4. Fry has, it's not quite a bath towel that's coming out, but it's not one of these skinny towels that you see anymore. I don't know that I've ever seen a towel that big in my life.
I've seen him pick it up about 15 times, though.
I love it. Fry and the Tigers have 2nd down and 4. Owen Riley will get the snap. He will look to turn the corner right side. He gets a block from Braden Fry, and he picks up a 1st down as Owen Riley to the 35-yard line. And I'll tell you what, this Marietta offensive line right now is just absolutely dominating this game.
Yeah, I tell you what, the junior, Preston Freeman, he was, again, 10, 15 yards downfield throwing huge blocks. A great job by that Tiger offensive line and just getting a helmet to a defender and creating holes for this offense to pick up big yards and a fresh set of downs. It's going to be 1st down again at the Big Blacks 35.
Tigers are with the 1st down and 10, as Bill mentioned, leading 27-16. And it is with 4:04 to go. Marietta has 20 on the play clock. They will run this down, smartly so, probably inside of 10 before they snap it. Owen Riley gets the direct snap. Here comes a counter give into Tornes, who is flung forward, but down to the 30, and he picks up 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 now for Marietta, who again continues to work this clock, leading by 12, make it 11.
It's a nice little inside give right there to Tornes, and he jumps back behind the big pulling tackle and Teddy Bauer, number 71. I tell you what, if you want to tuck in behind a big fella and feel safe, that's the guy that do it. And they pick up a big chunk of yards there on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 5 here for the Tigers, and they continue to eat the clock.
Here comes an inside give again to Tornes. Tornes with a burst of speed, left sideline. Tornes with one man to beat. It's a race to the front pylon, and he's going to be drug out at the 1. Horse-collar tackle is going to be added onto it. So it'll actually be at the 2, but it'll be moved to the 1-yard line as Tornes broke it all the way down, and the Tigers will have it. He got 28 on the play. He needed 30, though, Bill, for the touchdown. But the horse collar will move it half the distance of the goal to the 1.
Yeah, it was another fantastic, beautiful inside give to 22 and Tornes. He found a crease, was able to exploit it, got through it. But I tell you what, it was again number 71 Teddy Bauer and number 5 Braden Fry, 10 yards downfield, picking up 2 blocks on the safeties that were able to seal them off and give him the opportunity to try to get to the pylon. But great run there by Tornes as he's knocked out of bounds. The 1-yard line is where it's going to be spotted. Looks like Fry's going to check out, and number 14, Owen Riley, checks back in.
2:57 to go because he's out of bounds. Clock will stop. 27-16, Tigers lead. They have 1st and goal from the 1. And could Owen Riley get touchdown number 4? Direct snap back to him. He gets down near the goal line, leans forward, and he's going to be stopped shy. Ooh. I believe a few years back, Bartlett had 5 touchdowns. Was that end up breaking by Zane Whittakin for Tiger touchdowns in a game?
I can't remember if Zane ended up breaking that single game record or not. Obviously, I knew that Zane has the single season record for touchdowns.
Yeah, that's right. I think 5. I think it is Bartlett's. And
looks like Owen Riley checks out on this one here, and Hollingsworth comes in. He's going to be in the backfield with number 5. Braden Fry,
who has a little bit of trouble, fumbles, picks it up, and into the end zone, touchdown. Oh my, Braden Fry bounces it off the turf like a basketball back up into his arms, and he crosses the goal line with the football, and he makes it 33-16 with 2:09 to go here in the 4th.
Boy, if you drop one, you hope it just takes a bounce and comes right back up into your hands, and that's exactly what happened. And Fry actually never missed a step. He didn't stutter step. He fumbled and recovered it in stride and right on the end zone.
It's like Coach Gardner's teaching him a little something out on the basketball court. Point after attempt up and good. New score, 2:09 to go here in the 4th. It's Marietta 34, Point Pleasant 16. We'll be right back after this timeout. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Hey everybody, it's Alexis White here, your financial friend from the Citizens Bank Company. Did you know that we have 4 convenient locations to serve you? We're in Belpre, Barlow, Marietta, and Beverly, but hey, if it suits you, check us out anytime at thecitizens.com, your virtual gateway to all things banking. We get it. Online and ATMs are cool, but have you ever experienced the joy of a warm welcome? Step into one of our branches and you'll see what we mean. First-class service on a first-name basis. The Citizens Bank Company, where banking feels personal because, well, it is.
Your health changes with every season of life. That's why Memorial Health System is here with primary care that grows with you. From everyday checkups to same or next day appointments, our providers don't just treat symptoms. They listen. They check in. They remember what matters to you. Primary care that goes beyond the appointment. That's expecting more. With more than 70 providers, 27 locations, and 40,000 already established patients, you are sure to find the perfect fit for you. Learn more at mhsystem.org/partner.
2:03 to go here in the 4th. Marietta 34-16. And the good finder in me on the season, Bill, is if the Tigers can win this one, you win 2 out of your last 3. And then you roll in the Warren, and you could end on a really positive note, winning 3 of your last 4. I mean, a lot of positives that you could have here. Tigers with the 34 points tonight is a season high by far.
Yeah, 21 points is the most they've put up this season, this Tiger offense. They put up 21 at John Marshall, also 21 against Athens, and 21 at Circleville. But obviously, a Tiger offense that seems much more in tune here tonight than we've seen all season long.
And I'll tell you what, we'll get to a big reason why, and it's the big fellas up front for this Tiger team who we want to make sure we mention throughout the final 2:03 in this game. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers for Point Pleasant, right, 1 left. They will bomb it out left side, and the pass is going to be incomplete. There's the penalty flag. Like I said, I know this is a 34-16 game, but there's no way you can't call that. That was pass interference all the way.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's one of those things where you get caught as a defender in a bad position. You know, you got your back to the ball. You're chasing down a wide receiver. You see the ball coming. You can see the eyeballs of the wide receiver. You know it's coming. You just don't know exactly where it's at. And what you're really waiting for right there is you're waiting for your teammates to communicate with you. Knowing that you have your back to the football, you're waiting for your secondary teammates who are in the area to let you know that ball is coming, to give you the opportunity to turn your head and hope to not get that pass interference call. But nevertheless, they get it. It's going to be a fresh set of downs. 1st down and 10 for the Big Blacks at their own 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun they go with, again, the same 3 receivers near side, 1 up top to the left, 1:57 to go. Tigers lead 34-16, and a jump ball going to be intercepted by Owen Warden at the 29. Warden left sideline across the 40, and how about Owen Warden as he brings it up near the 45-yard line, and then the sophomore gets in a little bit of a mix about science class on this near sideline with one of the Point Pleasant players.
I think they were just discussing who wore the number 10 better.
Right.
I think that's what it is. But nevertheless, a great job there by the Tigers, and Warden high pointing that football and coming down with it. And a big turnover there for the Tigers. 1:47 to go here in this game. Tigers up 34-16, and obviously a pretty good situation here for this offense. And as they're going to try to salt this one away, we'll see as they try and use up as much time as possible. But they got to at least get that clock rolling first.
As it'll be a carry by Hollingsworth on the right. He will be hit in the backfield and brought down. Will Hollingsworth. 1:40 to go. 34-16 Tigers. How about the job up front? Braden Plogger at that end spot. Zach Carver from that wingback spot. He's kind of the unsung guy and all that. He sits in the backfield, never gets to carry the ball, though, and he's happy with that. Nick Stakera, number 52. Levi Jackson, 57. Preston Fireman, number 68. Teddy Bauer, Ryan Miller, Brecken Croft, all up front for this Marietta Tiger team who's let things like this happen right here. As Hollingsworth going to get into Point Pleasant territory to the 41-yard line. He rips off a big gain of 15, does Hollingsworth. And the Tigers have to be up near 200 yards on the ground, and it has been impressive. But I mentioned those big offensive linemen because they have really dominated from about midway through the first quarter on.
Yeah, really they have. I can go back to maybe 1 or 2 possessions where they maybe weren't in total control of this football game as far as the line of scrimmage goes. The front 5, 6, 7 guys, when you pack them all in the box, you got quite a few guys up front there. But I tell you what, they deserve all the credit in the world here tonight for this Tiger win, and a fantastic job by the running backs as well, knowing, being patient, trusting the system, trusting their guys, trusting the front 5, and trusting the guys next to them as they're going to do their job. There's a very well-rounded big win here tonight for the Tigers.
Tigers take a knee. Hollingsworth goes down. That will do it here. 34-16 our final here from Point Pleasant. Bill and I will be right back to wrap it up in the postgame. You're listening to the voice of the Tigers.
Maybe you've seen that Fry Dental Group Big Drill Player of the Game t-shirt, or maybe you wear one. For many years, Dr. Brett Fry and the staff at Fry Dental Group has sponsored the Fry Dental Group Marietta Tiger Big Drill Player of the Game. From big plays to special accolades, that t-shirt has gone to players, fans, and special honorees. Fry Dental Group, offering state-of-the-art family dentistry and proud to sponsor the Big Drill Tiger Player of the Game.
Shop Apex True Value for great bargains of the month during October. Autumn is here, and so are the savings, thanks to our unbeatable deals on home essentials and helpful finds. Our October specials have what you need to prepare for the season ahead. Don't wait. Now is the time to stock up for holiday decorating, pest-proofing your home, and enhancing the household safety. These offers are available only while supplies last, so hurry in before they're gone. Apex True Value.
For each and every Tiger game, we have a chance to break it down, thanks in part to the Mannix Allen Group at Merrill, located at 294 Front Street in downtown Marietta. When it comes to numbers, the Mannix Allen Group has more than 3 decades of combined experience helping people with their investments and retirement goals. Call Bill Mannix, Mackenzie Allen, and Sandra Crosby, 740-568-7860, to arrange an appointment to review your investment game plan. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, registered broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, member SIPC, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Bank America Corporation.
At Miller Home Services, we believe comfort starts with trust and ends with a home that feels just right. As your local HVAC experts, we offer professional equipment installation sized perfectly for your home, and our affordable maintenance packages help extend the life of your system and prevent those surprise breakdowns. Need a new system? No problem. We've got flexible financing to fit your budget, so comfort doesn't have to wait. Call Miller Home Services today at 740-896-5035 or visit us at millerhs.com.
Back here at halftime, back here in the postgame, Aaron Cassidy alongside Bill Parks. I was looking at halftime statistics, and good news to report back in Marietta, 34-16, our final here tonight. The Marietta Tigers defeat Point Pleasant, and it was impressive. We'll recap it real quick. Point Pleasant goes 3 and out. Marietta marches down, scores a touchdown. Point after temp was no good, making it 6-0. Couple drives back and forth. Point Pleasant goes down. They get the extra points, make it 7-6. Few drives later, Point Pleasant on a 3 and out. They punt it all the way